G'day, Andy. How you going, brother? You there?
Hey Audie, how you doing? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, mate. I was just about to say I can't hear you, but no, you're there. You're fine. You're perfect.
Yeah, I'm good because I set it on automatic volume this time, so hopefully it's going to be all right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Let
cool.
me mute that music now. So how's it
Hey,
going?
Melody. Oh, Melody says Clyde. She's talking about Clyde. I was thinking about him just the other day too. I wonder what's happened to him. Not many people who actually disappear.
Yeah, he's literally just disappeared, hasn't he?
Yeah. It's like he's in jail or something. I always
Well,
think jail straight away, mate, when that sort of happens
I
for a
know.
brief period. But
So so
yeah.
do I.
So,
I actually thought that because I know his brother was in a lot of trouble and he was in
mm,
prison. So I thought maybe
yeah.
he got involved in something, I don't know.
Mm.
Speculating. Probably it might not be anything like that, but you never know.
Sorry, I butted into a couple of things you were trying to say then, man. Sorry, what were you trying to say? Or ask?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just asking how you
During the
were.
greeting, I talked over you a couple of times. You were trying to say something. I don't know if we fitted it in or not.
No,
I got
I
to
was
get
just asking how
adjusted
you
to the
are, and
time.
yeah, no, I was just asking how you are and what's new. What's been happening.
Oh, yeah, cool. Not much.
No, not much here either. The week's flown by though. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I've
Time's
got
gone
quite a
really
good
quick.
routine happening. Hey,
Time's gone really
what was
quick this week.
Yeah, since
Me,
I
anyway.
was sick a couple of weeks ago, I've been getting up earlier, so I've been going to work earlier, which means I've
Yeah.
been leaving earlier, which
Uh-huh.
has changed the whole dynamic of my day. It's I come home happier because I got more daylight time to do stuff and things like this.
Yeah.
It's school holidays at the moment, so I see my daughter for a bit longer and stuff.
Yeah.
It's I really like it, but it means that I'm leaving for work at 4 a.m.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you
Mm.
on chat, and in your time it's about 3:30 or something.
Yeah, man. I wake up at 2:30 and shit like that, and I go to bed at 10 on 9,
Okay.
10 o'clock. So that's
Yeah.
only 3 or 4 hours sleep I get when that happens.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of fucked. But man, I'm waking up naturally. I'm not waking up by alarm, so I don't wake up tired.
That's good.
So it's like, well, yeah, do I sit here twiddling my thumbs, snoozing, or do I just go to work? Oh, fuck it, I'm going to work.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
I could do an extra hour and get paid a little bit more, but I get taxed a lot more. I'm in the higher tax bracket. So,
that's the trouble. Yeah. I
I
hate
mean, I'd
that.
still get it back at tax time,
I
but
hate.
basically my hourly rate drops down to less than half what it normally is.
Yeah.
So I just don't bother.
I hate that fact. It's like here, if you do overtime, basically anything you do in overtime just goes to the tax man. It's a complete waste of time. You might get a little bit
Yeah,
extra, but you hardly even notice it.
yeah. The
It's
tax
terrible.
bracket jumps up to 50% rather than 30%. We're on roughly 30%.
I heard
And
someone. There's that Melody. Let me have a look.
sorry,
Someone's coming up. Melody's coming up.
I rock on.
Hey, Melody. How you doing?
Hey, Andy and Audie. I'm doing
G'day, Melody.
good.
How you going, sister?
Good. Nice to hear from you, Melody. It's been a while.
I know it
I don't.
has.
I don't tend to see
Awesome.
you around so much now.
Well, because y'all are in Blade Runner, and I don't go there because it's fucking boring as shit. It's not like Phenomenal, where
No.
it was everybody like all over the place, and now it's just rum dum. I go in there and I don't see anything that's spectacular or something to talk about. It's nothing like what we had before. I mean, do y'all agree?
Can you describe spectacular? Because I just see a lot of femme predators in Blade Runner these days.
Yeah.
It's why I
No.
disappear.
Oh, you see like a lot of predators in Blade?
Yeah, there's a lot of simpy, feminine, masculine people there doing weird shit that it's just not interesting conversations gone to
Exactly.
weirdness, and
Yeah.
yeah, I like a good conversation. That's why I'm
Right.
here every week.
And
That's why I'm
that's
at Tribes every week.
That's
right.
right.
You know?
And that's why
Yeah.
I don't like the Blade Runner, because it's boring.
Mm.
You can go there and just take control and start a good conversation and shit, but that requires, well, it doesn't require that much effort, but fuck, it requires effort to keep people on track. I was having
Yeah,
a
it
conversation
does.
about energy this week, and it was fun. I went there intentionally knowing that I had people on the woo side of energy and people on the physics side of energy. So I knew that it
Mhm.
would be a good conversation, but
Yeah, absolutely.
I've got a few enemies now because of it, because they just don't like me sticking to science. But
Well, but that makes things like even more fun though, whenever you have like enemies and friends, and I
have a
find
little
that.
bit, don't you? You know, you've got to have a little bit of, push and shove to make it fun. I agree. Is all I'm saying. Yeah, fuck yeah.
How the hell would you get enemies just by talking about energy and like science and shit? Like, you're not pushing anybody's buttons by doing that. I don't
I've got
understand.
a rigid
Maybe they're just
mind,
getting
Melanie.
bored.
I'm not willing to go outside the circles of fucking definitions. I couldn't get them to even look up the definition of energy in Google. So I did
Oh
it
my
myself
God.
and put it on the screen, and they still tried to ignore my definition.
They don't even know the definition of, wow, okay. I just found it so much more fun whenever we were at Factnominal. There was a bunch of different characters. I mean, some of them were hilarious. Some of them, they were just dumb. There were just so many different types of people, and it just kept things interesting. And it was so fun. I loved it. But then
I
I
do like
think,
Zwell for characters. He's one of the funnier characters that I know of currently. He's
which
pretty
one?
much only character. Zwell, ZW.
Oh, Zedwell, yeah.
Oh, ZW.
Yeah, he's hilarious to me. It's
Yeah,
really funny.
yeah. Well, and he was on Fact Nominal. Yeah, he is kind of fun, but because I was on, I think it was Angela's stream, and yeah, he's an interesting one. He was saying shit that didn't even make any sense, but he's fun to talk to.
Yeah.
That's harder than you think, to be able to just do silly automatically, man. I like my hovercraft is full of eels. That's the silliest I can go, and I'm ripping it off of Monty Python. Like it requires actual effort to go on that tangent, and I love how he does it. I really do. Hey, but yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I don't know. I talked to him
Yeah.
a couple of times on panel there, and I'm just like, no, you're wrong here. But I just have to take it like with a grain of salt and just kind of roll with it, instead of just saying, no, you're not correct, and no, you're right here. Just go with it with that dude. He is pretty fun.
Yeah, the good thing about Fact Nominal was we used to have some really in-depth conversations about space and the universe and all
Not
that stuff.
really. Well, some, I guess I just ignored them because that
Yeah.
was boring to me.
Yeah.
I don't recognise it as a place where we had space chats, but they did occur occasionally. But I mean, we could do it just as easily now. Like I put up those
Yeah.
topics earlier, and
I
Andy,
saw
and all it
that.
would take
Yeah.
is for me to bring up one,
That's
or
right.
something like that. And it's pretty easy to guide a conversation.
Yeah.
It's if you want to, but
But what
Yeah.
what I
yeah,
mean is you can't really have those conversations. We don't really have those
well,
conversations anymore on
we
Blade
got a
Runner,
lot more woo people there currently. And I
Yeah.
definitely showed that this week. I had a
Mm.
like 6-1 argument. It was great. I've never had
Yeah.
that before.
Yeah.
Oh
But
wow.
I knew, but I knew the physics and I knew the facts. So I knew positively that I was talking correct stuff. So I was
Yeah.
going full bore back at them. And it's great. The only head fuck is because it's all text. It's
Yeah.
really hard to text that fast to respond to 5 people.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. Mm.
and then
I
they're all
find
teaming up against you, and that's just more hilarious to me.
Yeah,
I find
it,
it hard to do,
actually
quite hard to. I find it quite hard to work people out. Some of the people on Blade Runner I still haven't worked out. You know, they
Well,
they
the whole
almost,
reason this
they
went
don't
so
seem to have a
far is
real.
because it was with the most rational person there that I knew of. And it
Yeah,
really got me by surprise that I was having a woo conversation with them. So, yeah, sorry, I talked over you then, Andy.
that's
It's
all
the
right.
delay.
Yeah, some of them seem almost fake. You know, they don't seem to have any real character or personality. I don't know. I can't work them out. Some of them.
Mm,
It's difficult.
Well,
mm.
and that's what, well, okay, so one of the reasons, I think it was the majority of the reason that we left, or I left Fact Nominal, was just because it just ended up to be like a sausage fest and it was just men. And I'm like, okay, everybody's left, like all of the chicks, they all left, and I'm not gonna be here because everybody just they're like coming down on me.
Yeah, they
And
were.
so
Yeah.
he ended up closing it down, the guy that, hosted the place. I don't know why, but maybe he just looked at it and he's like, nope, this place sucks now with the chat.
Yeah. Mm.
Did you
Apparently,
say
it
that it was
tends to
back up
drop
again?
viewers.
No, it's not
Apparently,
back
it
up.
drops viewers on other things that they do on their channel if they have a live stream going. That's what I've heard the owners say in the past, but I don't
Yeah.
really know how.
No, I don't.
So they do have live stream. I haven't even looked. So they do have a live stream back up again that's 24/7.
No,
Oh,
I
no,
don't
let's
think
have a
so.
look.
I've been checking on them. And I'm subscribed to them, so I would know if they did. I think.
Okay. Well, I'm still subbed to them, but I guess whenever I don't go there all the time, I don't even notice. But so if
Yeah.
it's just whenever it pops up, it must just be like about space stuff. So people don't get off into tangents to talk about, okay, well, like what we did where it was like personal stuff.
Yeah.
I
That's what I'm
typed in
getting.
Fact Nominal live and the channel came up, but there's nothing live on the channel. The closest one is Space Dust running live at the moment with 28 people.
Okay.
So nothing to do with Fact Nominal, basically.
Okay.
No.
That makes
No.
sense.
I didn't think they
Followed
were.
by Space Streams with 3 people. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, the only one that I've seen is, well, everybody knows about that space ambient, and it has nothing to do with space, but that's okay. But the people on there tend to be kind of boring. I don't know. A lot of
Yeah.
people go there, but I don't. I
They're,
never
they're
have.
younger, aren't they? So if you try to take control of a conversation, they don't really follow what you're talking about, like the topics. They seem young.
Yeah, I mean, I went there for maybe like a few weeks whenever I was on Fact Nominal, and it was like a bunch of Indian people, but I don't know if it's the same. But
I don't go there often, so what I said isn't a
yeah,
be all
I,
end
I
all,
don't
obviously.
I don't either, and it probably is a bunch of younger people, which to me, yeah, that's not going to be my go-to. I go to Vegas, but I don't really have any connections. I mean, I can talk to people, go on some of the live streams, but for the most part, I don't really. It's not like it was
They're
at
pretty
all.
mean to each other there. They
Yeah,
just look for stuff to dox people with.
I
It's
can't
full on.
stand. I can't
Oh my
stand.
God, I know. Everybody
Yeah.
fucking doxes each other there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in our friend Acid Trip, yeah, and he's the main doxer, and of course,
Yeah.
he was a fucking prick. He's a fucking prick everywhere you go, but yeah, he was on our chat too.
It came
But
up and blitzed on the end of Trobes last week or the week before, right at the end.
oh yeah,
About 3
Yeah.
minutes. That was funny.
yeah, I saw that creep on there. He just
He came
infiltrates
in
her.
to have a go at me, basically. He came in to attack me. That's all he came in for. It was quite funny, wasn't it, Oddie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he always he always cracks me up.
I know how to do longer than 1 minute clips now, Andy, so I might go back and get that clipped. I'll just record it like here, like when we put up the screens, I'll play his stream in the background type thing on
Yeah.
full screen, and then I can
Yeah.
clip for like the longer periods. So yeah, that's always fun.
He wasn't
I've got to
doing
go
it
back
as a
and get
joke.
Texas one. No,
Yeah. He wasn't doing
Good
it as
point.
a joke, Melody. He was full on. Wasn't he, Oddie?
Yeah.
He
But
was
it was the
almost
same
at the bottom
shit.
of the
I mean, fucking, what the fuck is this pedophile shit with everybody? Like, you know,
Oh, I
like not
know.
everybody can be fucking pedophiles.
Well,
And
I mean, it's like it's been on chat. I mean, they did the same thing with our chat. I mean, it's everybody's a fucking pedo.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest goddamn thing. But I mean, that's what everybody says, and it's just gotten out of it's always been out of control with that, and it will never end.
You know, the bad thing about that, as I always said, you know, going back to the fact nominal days, when somebody comes along who really is a paedophile, we won't spot them because everyone's a paedophile, you know,
Yeah.
according to them.
Well, okay. So there is one I know of that's
yeah,
on, and his name is Kinder. He's a piece of shit. So whenever I first got on Vegas, a couple of people told me about that, and so I straight up and I asked him on chat. I said, "Hey, are you trying to chat with a 17-year-old?" And I think he's like 30 something. And he said, "Yes, I do flirt and I do chat with a 17-year-old all the time." And I was like, okay. And he was, trying to meet up with her, and it's just it's not good. So to me, that is a straight up that's being a pedo, because that is under 18. Plus he's I don't know, he's got to be like in his late 20s, probably early like 30s or something like that. No, not cool.
Yeah,
I
you wouldn't
agree.
be happy about you wouldn't be happy about it if it was your daughter, would you?
I've
Oh
got a
my God, I
daughter.
would
That's
freak the
why
fuck
I'm not.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's why you got to look at it. Is my mic loud enough, do you think? I don't seem
You're
to be.
fine, but someone keeps letting their speakers play through their mic occasionally. Every now and again, we get an echo. It's not there now, but it was there a
No,
little bit.
So
I don't know why.
I'm still gonna have the issue all of the time with not being able to see chat up on the screen. I don't know what the hell, because with Trobs, I guess you're associated with it too, Audie, but
What do you mean?
I can see part of the chat, but I can't see all of it. And I know that you say refresh it. That has nothing to do with it, because I can go on
He's
everybody
running.
else's, and I
He's
don't have
running chat
any
on the
issue.
screen, right?
Yeah,
So
I
can you
can.
see? Can you see the screen now here?
Yeah, I can, and I can see the chat on there, and I could on
Yeah,
Trubs too, and I could see that pulling up. But then below, like on my chat, I could not see the exact same thing as what was pulled up like on your screen that you can see right now.
You're
So,
you're on StreamYard now on your phone, not on a PC, right?
yes, on my phone.
Yeah, that's why you can't.
Well, but see, so that's why I use my laptop so I can see chat, because I can't.
Yeah.
If I want to
But if you
be
use
like
if you use
chatting
your
with,
laptop to do StreamYard as well, you'll have both of them on the same screen. That's all.
well, so that's my issue is I keep trying to get on StreamYard and it won't allow me. So I go on there, but it won't say, okay, this chat is streaming. I mean, even if I try to look up a chat, I can't find it. So I don't even know how the hell to do it. I mean, I'm subscribed to it, and I know I'm a fucking idiot whenever it comes to this shit, but
No, that was going to be my first question, just so that I knew that your computer knew about StreamYard, but you're subscribed
yeah.
to it, so we will automatically should have no issues when you click the link. All I do is click the link that Andy put up, and then it gives me the choice: do I want to turn my mic off and camera off? You know, that quick introduction screen, and then I click Enter Studio, and then on the right, on the right, as a guest, I don't have the options to do shit, so it's automatically got the comments up. It'll be in private chat, so you got to click the tab that says comments. Now we've got the echo. Whoever just did something, I heard myself play back. So you played a speaker through your mic. Yeah, so it'll be on private
I
chat,
don't
so you
see
might have
any
to
of
click the
that.
comments button. You have
But
to be doing it from your laptop, though.
okay,
From
so
your
I
laptop is
am
what
on
I'm
my
talking about
laptop.
here.
But I
Because
am.
on your phone, you won't have the option to do the comments as easily. It may be overlaid depending on your system.
Right, but okay, but I am on StreamYard right now on my laptop, and I don't see anywhere, like for instance, to enter the chat here. I don't see anything. I mean, it says create live stream, recording on. So how do I mean, I'm on my account, but I don't see. It's so fucking
I'll
weird.
try and do a screenshot and send it if I can.
Yeah.
Do I go? Okay, so there's home, library, like on the right-hand side. Or I'm sorry, on the left-hand side, it just says melody, home, library, destinations, members, but it doesn't have like anywhere to where I can access the chat. Now, do I need to go to the chat on? Okay, so I can go to the chat from YouTube, but it's still going to be the exact same thing. Even if I enter it, it's not going to give me the option. Okay, let me try this.
What you'll find though, Melody, is if you go to the YouTube as well, you'll need to mute the YouTube tab. Otherwise, you'll get a double echo kind of thing.
Okay, it looks like I don't know, maybe it's working this time. Weird.
Where do your screenshots get saved, Andy?
Sorry?
Where do your screenshots, print screenshots, where do they get saved?
You should
By
have
default.
a screenshots folder, I believe.
Yeah.
Was it in screenshots? Someone else is here. Hold on. Who's that?
Okay, hold on. Let me.
Oh, it's okay. Melody's here twice now. That's all right.
So here, screenshots.
If it
Yeah,
works.
cool. Found it.
Found it. Yeah.
I'll
It's
try.
in your personal in the screenshots, I think.
Okay, no, it's working. What the
Good.
fuck? Am I echoing?
Maybe a bit. It's all right. Try muting the YouTube tab, so you just got the StreamYard one going. Because I get that. I get it on both of them. It's annoying.
Are you able to? Can you see what I've put up as a screenshot to present, Andy, or is it just on my side?
Just on your side, I think.
Okay, what about now?
I can't. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can see something.
Yeah, cool. That's a picture of my screen of my after I press the link from Andy's link. And that's what I mean by it's automatically up on the right. All I had to do is press that blue comments tab because I think it starts on private chat.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
But that's that's the initial screen I get after choosing to enter the studio. So whenever you're going, but I can't get comment and I'm on a laptop, we're all going, what the fuck? Because this is our first option.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. It's actually, it's probably the only option. I don't know what's behind that. I think that's the
Well, to
only
choose your mic on and off and that kind of shit, you get that
Yeah.
introduction screen from after the link.
Yeah.
But that's easy.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much the only option there. But it's easier to go to the YouTube channel, really, I think.
On the YouTube, I don't get people that I've blocked. So that's why I like being up here.
That's right, yeah.
Like if I'm chatting out loud, I want to know who the fuck's listening if I can.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
They're going to talk about me behind my back later. I want to know who I've got to get ready to pre-record blitz outs with.
Yeah. Let me turn my mic up a bit. Is that too loud or is that okay or too much?
That's
do you
fine,
think?
Andy. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
It just looks low, my volume compared to everybody else's. I don't know why.
You're the host, so in my mind, you should be slightly louder than everybody else, because that way, when things go out of control, you can take control again.
Yeah, I got it. That's on maximum.
Oh, okay. Maximum on StreamYard or maximum on your mic audio controls?
Yeah, on StreamYard.
Yeah, okay. Because that allows you to like go to 200% or 150% or something, doesn't it?
I think it's 200 or something. Yeah, something
Yeah.
crazy like that.
No, it's pretty cool because you also have the option to drop everybody else down slightly if you want to appear even more loud.
Yeah, yeah.
But you're fine.
No,
That's perfect.
Melody looks like she's talking. I saw some movement. I can see some movement on Melody, but I can't hear her.
I think that was just a butt grumble.
I wonder if she's muted herself. Have you muted yourself, Melody?
I don't think we'd see the movement around the circle if she had.
Yeah.
Like,
She appears twice in the StreamYard, and one of them I can see
maybe
moving.
the reason she appears twice is because she just attached her laptop to
Yeah.
StreamYard. So now she's coming in on laptop and, pardon me, and on her phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I wanted to go outside and show you guys something, I'd probably hook up my phone to your stream as well, because then I'd have mobile camera and mic,
Yeah.
and
It says
then I could
on
go
that.
anywhere. Sorry.
That's all right. It says on Melody was also no, she's gone. It's saying device is not found on Melody now. I don't know what's happened. Something's happened.
She's unplugged something or
Yeah.
disconnected. Melody's having fun with StreamYard.
I'll leave her up there. Well, actually, she's gone off of the screen. It's saying
Man,
she needs
sun
to
was up at
rejoin.
5 o'clock this morning. That's like an hour earlier, and it's up. It's later by an hour or two, freaking in the evenings, and we haven't even done daylight savings yet. I think that's this weekend though. So, well, it doesn't give us extra hours of light; it just makes us more central to it. But yeah, I like daylight savings, except that it means that I end up waking up in daylight and going to sleep in daylight, and that takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah, well, it's going the other way here at the moment. We're it's getting darker earlier every day and stuff like that. It's awful. I hate
But
this
it
time
seems
of
to
year.
be quite fast over the last few weeks. Like every morning
Yeah.
I've gone to work and it's been noticeably brighter than the day before.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Technically, it's only about 2 minutes a day or something, isn't it?
I'm
You
not
are
sure.
backstage, Melody.
And I don't know how like exponentially proportional, etc., or I don't know what the bell curve is here on the change, because surely it can't be uniform. Well, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
just
it is. I
assuming
don't
it's not
know.
uniform at the apex and the crux of the cycle, if you know
Yeah,
what I mean.
yeah. It's
Like
saying you
around
need
the
to
long distance
rejoin,
sort of.
Melody. It's saying you need to rejoin the stream. Ah, there you are. Let's see if that works. There you go, Melody. Hopefully that's going to work.
Okay, is it working?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
God dang it. This is complicated.
I don't know what happened there.
Oh no, I'm echoing. I'll leave it.
Yeah,
You
you
got
need some.
Wi-Fi issues. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
If it's echoey, it might be because you need, like I was saying, you've got maybe 2 tabs open, YouTube and StreamYard.
So playing YouTube at the same time as a recording StreamYard will record YouTube through your mic as well. That's why we get the echo.
Yeah. So what I do is I mute YouTube and I just have use the StreamYard.
Yeah.
If you go through YouTube, you get a hell of a delay on it. It's really annoying.
Okay, what about now?
It's all fine. Stop pressing things.
Yeah, that's fine, Melody. It's working fine. What's your profile image, by the way, Melody? It looks quite interesting. Can't really tell what it is, but Close the YouTube tab. I can't hear you now, Melody. Have you've gone quiet again?
Yeah, I don't know why that happens. Sometimes on certain things, when you go to different tabs, the audio goes and mic only goes with the main tab.
That's
It doesn't
weird.
do that with me. I just hear of people like it's more like a TikTok thing or something like that. I don't really know, but there's a stream that I listen to a lot, Deconstruction Zone, and they have
Yeah,
that kind of issue. But
yeah,
they seem to be up on these live streams from a phone more often than not. So it's when they're trying to have a look at a Bible verse or something like that, and they
yeah,
have to
yeah,
swipe out of the app and then come
yeah,
back. It's like the audio goes with what they're on that. That's what I'm
yeah,
sort of mean. I never
yeah.
do that, so I've never really have that issue. But
No,
I like my audio where I select it to be, and it can damn well fucking stay there until I tell it to
yeah.
go somewhere else. And my
God, I
mic.
know. I've had a nightmare with this, Oddie. I bought a new laptop a while ago, and
Yeah.
it's got AI on it built into the laptop, and it tries to
Okay.
tries to take control of your whole system. Like the idea is that it supposedly optimizes all the settings for you. You don't have to keep playing with settings, and
Yeah, wow. Okay.
it plays with the audio as well, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it
Yeah.
interfering with I like the audio to stay as it is, like you said. Like
Yeah.
if the audio is going to change, it's going to be because I changed it.
See, AI is just making us conform, isn't it? It's kind
Yeah,
of fucked. Oh shit!
yeah. Well,
Forgot my camera.
I've turned it off.
Cool. I probably would too. And it's like, man, I just paid for all this extra, perks, and fuck them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't trust it to make good decisions. You know, how do I know that it's making good decisions? It's
Melody,
run.
just fucking come up and stop pressing buttons. You were
No,
fine,
she is
sister.
up. She is up on the panel. She's just gone. She's just muted herself or something, I think. Or she was up on. No, she's not up on panel now. She was. She disappeared again.
I saw you were chatting to a few people on Blade Runner prior. I thought that a couple of them may have followed you.
I tried. I told them several times that I was going live, and they should come along. We were having a conversation in there earlier, and we started talking about space kind of related stuff. And I said to them I'll be streaming later. Come along and discuss it there. And I thought some of them would, but obviously not.
Mm.
They claim to have real trouble finding it. I can't understand it.
Yeah, it's not hard to find.
Well, how hard can it be? I
Yeah,
mean,
just type in
all you
this, fellas.
well, well, if I put it in the chat, all they got to do is copy that and paste it into YouTube search, and it comes up number one for me.
Yeah.
I don't know how they could have trouble with it. I don't understand. Smile claims that she can't find it even now. She's tried multiple times. I've told her to just copy and paste it and put it in the search.
At space hyphen streams. It's
Yeah,
fucking simple.
that's it. Yeah. So I told them, make sure that you copy the at and the hyphen, copy the whole thing, paste it in YouTube search, and
I'm
it
doing
should
it from
come
the
up the
other
top.
side of the planet and it's working, man. Surely everywhere in between should be fine unless they've got propaganda restrictions. And
But then I wonder, are they really trying to find it, or do they, are they not really trying to find it? It makes you wonder.
well, I red flagged her for that specific reason. I don't think she's very real from week one.
Right.
So I'm not going to go into it, and I haven't been paying attention for that very reason. So I have no real argument to back up or support that. But I got red flag gut feelings. It's like, I don't need this crap. So I blocked her at the time, and I am yet to find a reason to unblock her from just going from the side, and seeing what people are saying and what they're assuming that she's doing and not doing. And I know that's sort of biased. I'm seeing more of the negative, but I just don't care. It's just one of the people in the list that show up. I don't have to care. She doesn't say much. It's always a sympathetic or a sympathy trawling kind of comment or to do with that kind of topic. And I just don't care about them, whoever they are, enough like that. All I'm after is good conversation. If you're capable of doing good conversation, I'll keep coming back for more and more and more. And there'll be some kind of a conversational relationship there. And I'm fucking fine with that.
That's fine. You must understand how difficult it is to have a decent conversation now. These people, like the people in Blade Runner, it's very difficult to have a sensible, decent conversation with those people,
Yeah.
They're just not into that. That it's really hard to get a conversation out of them sometimes.
Yep. Mate, I sit in an excavator all day. I'm freaking either thinking to myself or I'm listening to podcasts. So I'm either, I know it's not the best version of education, but it's usually a science-based and up-to-date podcast or a comedy podcast, or I'm
But
really
realistically,
thinking to myself, fuck that.
Realistically,
so I'm isolated and alone. This is my conversation, my only source.
Yeah. But realistically, that's probably a good chance to learn as well in that situation,
Well, that's right. The only issue is you're only listening to it. You're not like writing it down or doing anything with the information at the time. So less of it sticks in your head than you think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or at least properly sticks. It's not like when you're at uni or school and you're using the information you just learned and making it concrete in that much more.
Yeah.
And but it's still good. And it's great for freaking talking and knowing what to talk about in things like this. And I can always go back and fact check. I love doing that. I don't care if I'm wrong. I'll fact check stuff that I've said too. And if I'm wrong, I will give myself just as much shit as I give anybody else in any of these shitty little small videos I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no issue saying I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I probably won't give myself as much shit because I'd probably be biased, but I have no problem doing corrections.
Yeah. Yeah. So I saw that Tex and a few people were talking about that Atlas rock asteroid going today. So they think a lot of people think it's an alien spacecraft. I think that's really unlikely, personally. Imagine an alien spacecraft coming from outside the solar system and it coming right towards us almost. But it's going to go behind the sun. It's not even going to come this side of the sun. So they're obviously not that interested in us at all. If you were an alien, wouldn't you want to, while we're there, we'll have a quick look at that Earth planet,
I think it's so funny. The problem here is that they're coming to a conclusion before having any evidence.
Yeah. It's only going to come about 170 million miles within Earth's range. It's not even coming that close. Who's that? Mal,
cool.
is it?
Yes.
Somebody. Here we go. Hey, Mal. I can hear you typing. Hopefully you can hear us.
Legal secretary. It's hard for him to stop work, I guess.
Yeah. Hi, Mal. Can you hear us?
Hi, Franz.
Oh yeah. How you doing?
Mrs. gone to bed.
Oh, is
Nice.
she? Yeah.
I'm here for a bit till the dog settles down, and then I'll go to bed.
Yeah. Have you got to talk quietly, or are you okay?
I've got to talk quietly, so I'll talk loud to be annoying.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's the spirit.
go on now. Yeah, brilliant.
What's the conversation? Somebody
We were just
you're
talking.
talking about Atlas.
Yeah. Yeah. We just mentioned that. We were talking about that.
Jeez, just like a rock, guys. Get over it.
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
think.
Just because it's coming fast just means that it came from outside our solar system, which is a good
That's right.
reason to study it and research it.
Yeah,
There's
but
no reason to think alien whatsoever. There is absolutely none. Until there is, it's a rock.
Mm.
it's a fucking rock.
Yeah, it is
How many
a rock.
rocks have we seen? Yeah.
The thing is with this
Unless
rock,
there's a woman
because it's
driving, she'll
moving
never
so
pass.
fast, we can't really do much with it apart from just look at it anyway.
No.
We can't
No.
land anything on it because we can't catch up to it.
We had the DART mission, didn't we? Where they rendezvoused with an asteroid. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but it wasn't one from outside the solar system. The
No.
problem or the difference with this one is because it's outside the solar system, it's basically had more things to slingshot around in the
That's
past.
right.
It has more angular momentum from the universe as a whole, so
Make some
that's what
noise,
makes it
Dad.
go faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's got gravitational angular momentum added to its speed, basically,
Yeah.
because of the
yeah,
on top of the sun's gravitational.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything within our solar system is mainly affected by the sun, whereas this thing's been affected by other things prior. So that's why it should have the
That's
more
right.
energy for the more
Yeah.
speed. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah. And it may have been thrown out. It may have been thrown out by something in the first place, but the it's doing something like 62 kilometers a second. And
I forget that. What's that? 3 times normal solar speed object speed? That's what I heard. That's why it's 3 Atlas, but I'm not 100%. I have not been putting much effort into the learning about this.
That's all right.
Because I know I've got to go through a cloud of woo first.
No, so 3 is because it's the third object from outside the solar system. The I is for interstellar.
Yep.
And Atlas is the telescope that discovered it, basically.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you said the amount, I remember.
I gotta be honest, at that speed, if there's a woman driving, we're fucked.
Yeah.
She'll never pass.
Yeah.
I mean, generally, they're not on the same angle as the orbit of the planets either, so it's coming from a different direction. I don't know about this particular one, but you were saying something about us being able to see it for fucking ages beforehand. And wouldn't they come up from behind the sun if they were wise or intelligent and they had nefarious plans? I agree. They probably would.
They'd come this side of the sun. It'd have to be, yeah. They'd come this side of the sun, surely, and have a look at Earth while they were here, wouldn't they?
Good God.
Maybe they've detected everything in the solar system, and there's a lot more things out there with life on it that we haven't detected.
Just to get the bullshit out of the way, what did you say it was? 60-something kilometers a second?
62, I believe. Yeah.
That sounds fast. How far do you think that would be in a year?
Oh,
and where do you think these guys came from?
Well, that's another thing.
Bonkers. No chance.
That's
still nowhere near the next star or next planet a year away, even at that speed.
100,000 years at the speed of light, just across our galaxy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They cannot do the distance.
Absolutely
it's not possible.
No. There might be aliens in the universe, but they're not coming.
You need to curve space or travel faster than light or show signs of it. And even if they could, we couldn't detect it.
Yeah.
If they
You
can
wouldn't
travel
detect
faster
them.
than light, how are we going to see them?
Yeah,
That's right.
That's right.
It's just nuts. No.
So,
They wouldn't be coming on a rock.
so
Well, you know,
yeah, it'd be
it
a
might
bit
be
more
skimming
sophisticated
stones.
than that, wouldn't it?
Skimming
Yes,
stones.
yes. The physics alone, the basic first principles of the physics states that it has to be different than this process. This is movie ideas put into propaganda to get people concerned and worried about alternative shit whilst Trump rapes the first world of all its
I would
wealth.
say on the flip side, it gets people excited and thinking about space.
They're thinking about it in the wrong way, though. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
about this is educational, although it does give better ideas, and ideas always help, fresh ideas, you know, regardless. But it's problematic because there's so much
You go
less
mute on it.
critical thinking and skepticism in the process.
Yeah. So what about this then? I think it was Tex and maybe someone else as well was saying that in 1977 they detected signals from outside the solar
What's that? The
system.
WOW system, the
Well,
WOW
then,
signal,
well
because that was
now they're
around that time.
well now they're saying that these signals came exactly from that lump of rock.
And we could detect that back then, could we? Fuck off.
And we could work it out. We could work it out so precisely that the signals came from that lump of rock.
Yeah.
Does that sound legit? Do you think?
No, no, we couldn't detect rocks that far away that long ago.
Well,
We
apparently
could
that's
barely detect planets, mate,
I think.
in our
I
own
think.
solar system back then.
I think these
Right.
people are trying to make it into something that they want it to be. You know.
Of
I think
course they are.
Yeah, I think they want it to be an alien craft. You know.
Some
We
people
had
do.
things looking, but we had them looking out in broad spectrum type thing, like the SETI thing, the array of satellites is real.
Yeah.
And I forget when that started. But
Oh,
that's not
40, 50 years
pinpointing
ago.
a rock. Yeah, exactly. So we're looking similar sort of, oh, well, that's not even similar timeline. That's not even, but, you know, like it's all back then. And that was not looking for or being in any way able to, how do I word this? It could not pinpoint a rock. They were sending an array, like an ear listening for an incoming like radio wave. Like it's not them. They'd have to be doing a laser beam or something to get that kind of detection. And that distance that long ago is a fair fucking distance, man. You're talking, well, edge of the solar system trying to find a rock. We have a problem finding Pluto, which is moon-sized.
Imagine a laser beam.
Night, when I was about 20, I couldn't find my way home.
Couldn't find your way what?
You cut out. Yeah, cut out a bit, buddy.
Oh, okay.
You're fine now. You just did
Couldn't find your way home, maybe.
Yeah. When I was 20, I couldn't find my way home.
Yeah.
Not on a Saturday night.
I think we've all been there, Mal. Yeah. I've had a few nights like that. I've had nights where I can't remember how I got home, or what time I got home, or what route I took to get home, you know, or anything.
I got home, yeah.
Yeah, that's scary.
Sometimes it's
scary when that.
Scary.
Waking up in the wrong home is a problem. Yes.
But you think, Oddie, if you were using a laser beam, even, what's the chances? You think how big how wide, how broad a laser beam is? What's the chance of happening to hit that rock on the outside of the solar system?
That's my issue.
That's not going to happen, is it?
Very nearly zero.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As close to zero as you can get, I should think.
If you knew that it was there, then you could do it
Yes, yeah,
because
exactly.
you'd have a
But
coordinate to aim at.
Yeah.
But until
but
you do,
there are billions of rocks out there in the Oort cloud.
and you
Yeah.
think about it, even if you knew how to do it, what the fuck do they do the mathematics to calculate how to point a laser from an object? Like, I'm sure you've seen YouTube videos on the actual size of the solar system and how small things are and how
Yeah.
distant things are. That is insane, just to work out that precise a calculation of, mate, I only know degrees, minutes, and seconds with coordinate trajectory. Like, shit, that's to do with a circle, not a sphere. So
And then,
this is
on
well
top of
beyond
that-
my grasp.
And then
Pretty
on
good,
top
man.
of that, what are the chances that they wouldn't be something in between you and the object?
Exactly.
Across
And they're all
across that
moving.
distance.
And they're all
Yeah.
spinning.
Exactly. What's the chances?
It's
It's like
fucking
trying to find
impressive.
the pretty girl in a dance hall when she's with a fat mate. She's always in the way.
Yeah, she is.
Yep. Yep.
And the horrible fact about it is it's usually the fat one that fancies you,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
you actually
mate
are
told me
the
that.
other one.
He said,
Yeah.
"Do you know why all the fat girls fancy you, Mal?" I said, "No." He said, "They've all got single beds and you're skinny."
Could be.
Awesome.
I've done that about 3 times where you know you're after one girl and the girl that she's with who you don't even like is the one who actually likes you. I've also had it where I was going for the daughter and I ended up with the mother. That's happened. a
Mate,
couple
of course the
times.
good looking one's the wingman, so to speak.
Mm,
You know?
yeah. Mm.
They're never available.
No, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the wingman's an introvert.
I spent ages trying to chat this one girl up in a pub, and not on one take, on lots of occasions. And she got to know me a bit and got to know that I was single, so she introduced me to her mother, and I ended up having a fling with her mother instead.
Top man,
Nice.
boss, end boss. I love it.
I don't know where Melody went. I think she gave up.
That's what I expected
She's
to with a lesbian now.
Yeah, so I thought that was really odd when people were saying that earlier, that this 1977 signal came from that particular rock. How could you say that with any kind of certainty, Sounds ridiculous
What
to me.
signal? I've heard
I'm
it.
not
but
even-
What signal?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
What is the
I
signal?
was about to ask the
No, they
same.
can't tell you either.
No, I think they're probably
Ah.
referring to the WOW signal, but I don't know. But that's a crazy thing to say, isn't it? There's no possible way they could pin it down to that exact rock where
People
it
love that
was.
stuff. There is something about people I really cannot understand. Is that just make shit up and believe it? It does not fit my brain at all. I don't get it.
No.
I never have. I never will.
No.
Exactly.
I suppose I'm a bit of a trobs in that respect.
No. This is half the reason you see me doing the arguments specifically the way I do them, because I draw that out, because that's what is the intriguing bit to me. Like, how can people have this? Is that cognitive dissonance? I believe. Yeah.
Probably.
How can people
yeah.
have this level of cognitive dissonance? That's why you see me
How can
doing
you be so
specific
wrong and be
religious
confident about it?
arguments and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
How can you be so
Sorry.
wrong and be so confident about it?
Yeah, exactly.
It's weird.
Well, it's
You know,
like
I've hardly read the Bible. I have read the bits that I argue about, and I have read well and truly before and after, and I have gone and watched how to do argument and debates on the topics as well. So that's why I'll go in with the confidence I have. And I love it when someone brings up something I don't know about, because it just means something else for me to go and have a bit of a research into.
yeah,
You know, I was about to say I'm a recovering alcoholic, but it's fucking 5 years now, 4 to 5 years now. I'm just doing the things to help retrain your brain, and this kind of stuff's kind of excellent for that. This is getting me computer legit again. At least a bit more up to spec. I love doing the video editing kind of stuff, because that's why I bought the computer, for a bit of fun. And it's more because I bought my drone. What am I going to do with all this footage? Oh, let's edit it. Let's get a computer to do that. And, you know, I went from there. But it's got me all a little bit back up to date. And I'm using my brain again. And
That's right.
I love it.
Can't beat learning.
The other half's getting shitty because she thinks I'm secluding her. But I'm doing this when I have time. I generally try to catch up with her first, and
So I would.
it hasn't been working out much lately, so I've been here a bit more lately.
I mean,
Yeah.
far
All
be
it
it,
is.
far be it for me to intrude, but would it be maybe you're catching up too quick?
Yeah,
You know,
Maybe.
yeah.
she might be feeling a bit, whoa, what's going on here? I'm just, speculating. I don't know your relationship.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that.
No, I don't know. You're probably correct. It's just I don't have an alternative. Like I generally went in, what do I call it? I didn't come here first. I come here second. Do this stuff second.
Yeah. Well, you work as well. I mean, most of your time's at work,
do.
I would think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do, and I realised that I wasn't doing much in the life side of work-life ratio. It was work family life ratio, sorry, and it was more just work family. But yeah, I mean, from their perspective, all the alcohol drinking wasn't their time; it was my time. So, but for my time, that was just winding down to deal with other shit, you know.
Yeah.
We're in a 2-income society here, and basically it's been one income and her on, I was going to say welfare. That's wrong. It's not. Like, she's doing the stay-at-home mum thing, and I'm fine with that. Love that. It's just, I was doing, if not work 12 hours, I was doing 12 hours with the driving to and from and all that kind of shit. So there was only a few hours of time for myself, and that wasn't really for myself. It was spent on family, which is fine. Love the family, but it just was. You just don't notice that you're not doing anything for yourself ever. It's been like 20 years, and I got a inheritance because a family member died, and so I went out and bought a jet ski, and then that's when I realised, man, I haven't ever bought myself anything, ever. Like it's always been shit we need around the house.
I get I've had something like $6,000 come in to me over the last 4 or 5 weeks. I spent it all on the house and the missus and the dog. She has to force me to go and buy a pair of joggers. That's just the way I feel my role is.
I would have done exactly the same now, except on this one occasion, and it was only about $6,000 that I got for this. Funny that you said that amount. I got an inheritance when my gran died, and it was like, oh well, I'm going to actually spend this on something fun that I know. Man, it's expensive to keep a jet ski up to scratch. I've had it for like 7 years now, and it's on like 60 hours of running time. Like it's fucking. You don't get the hours up on it fast. It's in pristine condition. I'll chuck a video up. It's kind of cool, but they're old videos now. But I got to go and get some. Now I've got the drone. I got to go and get some more because the drone will self-track me as I'm going along with this jet ski.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a little bit nervous of doing the drone automatically over the water,
Over the water, yeah. Yeah.
but it should stay up for guaranteed 10 minutes. It's supposed to be 18 minutes, but it's more likely 12 to 15.
Yeah.
So if I do 10 minutes in my head sort of thing,
You're safe.
play it safe. Hey? Oh. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's coming to that type of time of the year to do that kind of stuff. So, yeah.
I'm still quite interested in those. I wouldn't mind getting one. I love the idea of wearing a VR headset and actually seeing through the camera on the drone. I think
That'd be
that's
choice.
amazing.
Yeah. FPV, it's called, first person view.
Yeah, that would be amazing, I think.
I can get them for my drone.
Can you? Yeah.
Yeah. It's they're quite expensive though, about $500 or something, which
Yeah.
is about the price of what my drone was with the battery packs.
That's pretty cheap.
It is
Not-
for what it
not a lot.
does.
It's not a lot for what you can get. Yeah.
Yeah.
My next door neighbour's got one.
Yeah. It's got some pretty neat features on yours as well, Woody, hasn't it? Like it can track you and spin
Yeah, it's got
around
rocket
you
mode
all
and
kinds of
spotlight mode, and it's basically just whether it goes up and down automatically or circles you or
Yeah.
looks at you from the side. That's spotlight mode. Like it will track you as you're riding your bike or whatever, but stay side on and keep the camera pointed at you.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it? Pretty clever.
It does mean that that's not looking out for obstacles though, so you've got to be aware. So
Right.
if you're riding your bike on a road, it would possibly hit trees, depending on which side you had it on and stuff like that.
Whereas,
You can have it over the road because it'd just go over the top of cars. It'd only have to be trucks that you'd have to look out for. But yeah, if you were in a park or on a riding path, you have it in front or behind you. But if it's in front of you, looking at you, the sensors aren't. Yeah, the same problem. It's not looking out for obstacles. My particular one that well. You can get the next models up that have better sensors for that kind of stuff. Where
That's
they'll
what I was gonna
automatically
ask you.
avoid objects. Yeah.
that's what I was going to ask you, Oddie. Is it because the camera isn't facing forwards? If it was facing forwards, would it be able to see objects in the way?
Mine
It's
doesn't
just-
really have many. It has a couple underneath for when it's landing sensors like that. So
Yeah.
if you hold your hand out, mine will automatically land on your hand.
Okay. Yeah.
So my particular one only has downward facing sensors, but
Yeah.
the next model up has sideways ones for obstacle protection, but there's ones that have pretty much full object awareness,
Okay.
and that's like a sphere of
Yeah.
sensors to avoid kind of shit. And yeah, those ones also will go up in the air for over an hour. That blows me away.
But then you're probably looking at a couple of grand then or something, are you?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then if you're doing that, you're also going to want to get your goggles and your battery packs and all that kind of stuff. I've got 3 batteries with mine. The drone was 300, the extra batteries and the controller came in a pack, and that was 500, so $200 extra for a controller that you plug your phone into, and it also gave me a faster speed
Hmm.
and the battery packs. And apparently if you go and get the goggles, and there's another controller you can get which is better if you've got the goggles on, like you can control it with just one hand, and you get, when you got the goggles on, if picture your drone going through a curved tube upwards, and the angle that you'd want your drone to go on, that how it sort of goes up as you're going forwards, you can control that more with these kind of joysticks, whereas the
Right.
controls I've got, it's just like an old remote controlled car joystick. I've got up and down on one side and left and right, and then
Oh, yeah.
sideways yaw or whatever it is with the triggers and stuff like that. It doesn't give me that tilt of the drone,
Yeah.
and you get that more with this other controller, and you'd want that if you're in goggle mode,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that makes it all more like a computer game in real life, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. That would be good. That'd be amazing, I think.
I tried to fly mine with my controller through the kids' slide, which has got a tube over it,
Hmm.
and I could not do it because I
Right.
did not have that tilt control at all.
Yeah.
I could make the camera look down a little bit, but I couldn't control the drone in that down. I mean,
Yeah.
I can fly forwards and downwards at the same time, but to have the visibility and the control and I mean, I'm also having to go left or right as it spiraled as well down the kids slide, and
Yeah.
I just could not master it.
Mm.
I only had 3 attempts, but
Yeah. It's difficult.
got to give the kids back their slide every now and again, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I've thought about that a few times, getting one of those. Especially as I live near the beach, you know, I could get some pretty good footage, I should think.
For sure. They're pretty cheap these days, at least. Well, I live next to China. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you do. Yeah.
so they're probably raping me of all my data and
Mm.
checking that I'm not a spy constantly and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
probably.
sooner or
Yeah.
later, they're going to probably be the ones that control Australia, because I don't see America helping anymore, and China's fully fucking aware of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't try to
Yeah.
give a shit what America do.
Do you have to have a license for it there, Roddy? Because here you do. You have to have a license to fly a drone here.
It's 158 grams. So because it's under the
What?
250 gram flying weight thing limit or standard or whatever, no,
Yeah.
I do not need a license. My
Oh.
problem was I was told you needed to get a subscription to the software when I looked into it a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And I just bought a DJI Mavic. It was about a $1,500 drone at the
Okay.
time. It was slightly better, but these cheaper ones hadn't come out then. So it was about the cheapest good one that I could get that did the tracking and stuff like that. But then
Yeah.
sales rep told me about needing to get subscription software. It was like, well, fuck that. So I returned it. I don't like subscriptions. And then,
No.
yeah, it took me, well, it's been about a year or so that I've had this one now, but it was just prior to that a mate said, no, you don't need a subscription. Here, go and get something like this. This does this, this, and this. And it was like, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I want.
Yeah.
So, and it was cheap as.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was
Mhm.
still hesitant to buy it because it's basically a toy for myself.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck that. I don't buy toys for myself ever. It's always shit for the family or tools or,
Yeah.
you know, like, mate, I'm the only one who drives. So me spending money on the car is always seen as a way of spending money on the car or whatever. But fuck, the only
Yeah.
reason I have a car is to take the family to see other family members that are usually in a different state, and they're not my
Yeah.
fucking family members.
Yeah. I've been through that. You know, I had all that with when I was married. You can't win sometimes, can you?
I've got a work ute that I can use, and
Yeah.
that's insured. I don't insure mine because it's hardly ever on the road, which is problematic because it was around this time of the year down here when we had large hailstones
Yeah.
a couple of years back, and that I had to get insurance paybacks on 2 of my pergolas because they were made wholly like cheddar cheese, and my
Yeah.
car had dents all over it at the time.
Yeah.
And it's because I don't, I could keep my car under the carport that
Yeah.
became cheddar cheese, and that would have softened the blow of these hailstones and probably wouldn't have dented the car, but that's where my jet skis.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I could
I
move
was-
the jet ski out and put a bit more, you know, like a solid bit of protection over it and then a tarp or something. But fuck. And then I could put
Oh.
the car under the carport. But you know what it's like, it's always thoughts after the situation?
I was the same, Oddie. I worked for years. My wife was stay-at-home wife, and we had 2 kids and mortgage and all of that. And I went out to work. Never bought myself anything. All my money used to go into the pot for the family.
Mm.
She had access to the account. It was a joint account, and I earned the money and she spent it basically. And I hardly had anything for myself.
Huh.
And now I'm on my own. Now I'm single. I really love buying myself things.
Ah,
I don't
cool. Yeah,
I don't do
I
it
haven't
very
even been
often.
on a fucking holiday, sir. And my parents
No.
are both from over there, Germany and England, and they go traveling every year and they do all this kind of stuff. And I've now become sort of jealous of them because
Yeah.
was brought up in a upbringing where I was sort of led to believe that sort of happened naturally if you put in a hard day's work, that you could
Yeah.
own a house and that you could afford to take your family on a holiday.
Not
A good
anymore.
holiday at least once a year. Nowhere near able to. But
No.
no one else in my family seems to understand that. My
No.
parents don't because they can do it.
Yeah.
And the family that I live with is ignorant. And
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to teach them, is a better way of putting it. And that sounds weak, but
Yeah. Yeah. It's difficult.
accurate.
Mm. Yeah, it's difficult when it's like that. I'd say I did it for years. I'm glad I'm out of it now. You know, I just look after. It's only me to worry about. The kids have got their own houses and they've got their own families and their own lives, and it's just me on my own now. Which sounds a bit lonely, but I don't get lonely. I don't find it lonely at all. I quite enjoy it.
Alone isn't
I
lonely.
feel- Yeah,
What's that, Matt?
alone isn't lonely. I agree with that. Alone isn't lonely.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it can. I think it could be. So,
Of course, yeah.
so a lot of people say that, you know, don't you get lonely? And the problem for me is I don't even know what lonely means. I don't understand the word. I don't think I've ever experienced it.
I went through a bad stint and I'm only just getting out of it. And it's because I've been doing solo excavator work for 10
Yeah,
plus years.
yeah,
And all my friends have drifted off into dealing with their family, or
yeah. That's
well,
what
they
happens.
were
Yeah,
fly in, fly out for a while, but the ones that were fly in, fly out are now, fuck, one of them's a manager of quarries where I do work, and one of them's a second in charge of another quarry that I do work
yeah,
at. So they both got power over me, and they're not like that. It's not that kind of a relationship. I'll go there and more than anything, I'll get treated way better than I should because of that. But
yeah,
fuck, man, I've put in so much more effort than these guys. It's not a comparison thing. It's more of a fuck, I'm stupid. Why didn't I think to just bother to do that? I was too in my own world. I liked being left alone because I'd had too
yeah,
many asshole bosses micromanaging over my shoulder in the past.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
And to have a company car or a work ute and then pretty much complete control. I organise my own maintenance and everything. I
yeah,
basically just inform the owner of everything what I've done.
yeah, yeah. That's like me. I was a service engineer for God knows how many years, probably about 20 years. I was out on the road as a service engineer, and every single firm I worked for treated you like absolute crap.
Mm.
And I've really landed on my feet now. This company that I'm with, they treat me like really good. They've
If I
been
want
really
to
good.
stay away and work away, they'll put me up in a hotel or
Yeah,
whatever. Like, generally,
yeah,
if they do that, I'll do a couple more hours for them, which pays
yeah,
for the
yeah,
hotel and gives them a bit extra, and it means I don't have to drive home, which saves me driving time. Oh, it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
but it does keep me away from the family and all that kind of shit. But yeah,
You can't have
sometimes
it
that's
both
a
ways.
break.
Can't have it both ways. I
Ooh.
had the same thing. As I said, I was working. I was the only wage earner, and I had to do lots of overtime to get the money to pay for things. And so it meant that I was out of the house for 60 or 70 hours a week, working, trying to earn the money
Yeah.
to pay for it. But then,
I don't have
then
the
I,
energy to do that anymore either, Andy. Like,
no,
I
but
just
then I,
cannot do that level of work anymore. I would sell one of these fucking houses rather
Yeah.
than do 60 or 50 plus hours anymore. 50 is
But
my
then-
limit.
but then I was in trouble when I got home because I didn't spend enough time with the family.
Oh, of course.
The kids don't.
Sorry.
She used to tell me that. She used to tell me that the kids don't know you. They hardly ever see you.
Right.
You're only here at weekends.
Oh, yeah. I got
And
told that because I'm on a
Yeah.
panel that I don't spend time with my kids as my kids come in to tell me something and is standing right beside me.
Yeah.
I'll get told that if I, yeah.
You can't win sometimes, can you?
It does show you though that it doesn't matter how much the money is. It's not at all, is it?
No.
Well, that's why I don't care on doing the hours anymore, Mal. Like, it's not appreciated in any way. So I'm going to relax a little bit more and try and get that life ratio a little bit more in the favour of life with the work-life thing. Or the life factor.
They didn't. The thing is did they marry you or the job?
Mm.
I don't have them
A lot of guys
lusting
are
money.
married to
I
the
don't have
job.
any of that either.
Yeah,
It's just,
a lot of guys are
they
married
do
to the
things
job.
which will cost more. Like, I've got to pay
Yeah, of
for
course,
everything
yeah,
for these
yeah,
two
of course.
houses.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
not like
what
I'm
happens
wanting
with-
more. It's just like them. Yeah. I mean, fuck, if someone packed me lunches, that'd save me
Yeah.
$50 a week.
Hmm.
I just don't have the energy and time after the work. And, I
But
could
what-
do it. Yeah. But fuck, is it all up to me?
But what
Shouldn't.
happened to me? What happened to me was that you end up so committed. We had the house. We bought the house. We had an extension built. We had the car. I think we had 2 cars on the road and stuff like that. You just get so committed that you have to do all the overtime to pay for it.
Yep.
Yeah, I worked in a copper wire factory, and there were people there who didn't get 12-hour shifts every day,
Yeah.
every week. Instead
Yeah.
of your normal 8. So they didn't
Yeah.
have the overtime. They were just crying in work.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
can't live. Can't live
Can't
off the
live,
money because
yeah.
they're so committed. They're up to
Yeah.
their
Yep.
foreheads, and
Well, you see
No, I
that
got similar here.
the overtime used to
never-
be an
never
added.
do it.
The overtime used to be a bonus. You worked your regular hours, and if you wanted some extra money, then you did a bit of overtime. But there
Exactly.
are people. When I worked in the factory, it was like that. The people there who are totally committed, they've got to have every single hour of overtime.
That's
They
right,
can't
yeah.
survive without it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
brought up in that scenario, so I was led to believe that was normal, and it took me only the last 10 years or so to realise no. The guy that owns everything that I use in my work, it's been telling me from the start, you are your own boss. You are your own boss. And beforehand, I'd worked for him, and I was a picker of rubbish off of the conveyor belts of his rock crusher. Like one of his lackeys, basically. And it was follow his orders. And it was only when I came back to him that this guy that was my boss telling me, I'm not your boss, you're your boss, that it finally sort of actually concrete set in my head.
Mhm.
Fuck, what have I been doing wrong my whole fucking life? I've been a slave because I've been a follower. And-
Well, you've allowed
Yeah.
yourself to be a slave. That's why, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah. And it sucks because I went
there
through
is,
university, and university is tertiary education, which is thinking for yourself. It's
Yeah.
high school is when you're still being taught from a book, like memory teaching, and
Yeah.
universities when and I did that, so I know better. And exactly what you said, I'd allowed myself for it to happen. But I
Yeah.
needed that key
there is the
from
flip side
someone
to
else to release me. Yeah, cool.
that. Flip side
I'd
to
love
that.
to know.
There are people like me. There are people like me who refuse to take anything from anybody And
Yeah.
instead of ending up in somewhere like yourself, who's, I'm upset because I was a slave to them, etc., etc., etc. I ended up in the streets for nearly 15 years because I
Yeah.
refused to
So,
take any shit from anybody. And I mean
Yeah.
anybody.
yeah.
If a boss said something I didn't like, I'm gone. I'm
Yeah.
only there 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So in the end, you become unemployable.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants
Yeah,
you.
but I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it like,
course
if
not.
they're telling me something, there's probably a reason. What can I learn from this?
Yeah, I don't know. I was too
And
stupid.
then I'd go. Then I have gone. Don't get me wrong, but I just had that other, what do you call a barrier? Not barrier. That other step of critical thinking that I do as well. What can I learn from this before I'm gone?
No, I
Like
didn't.
in 2 steps.
Didn't enter my tiny little mind to think.
No, and I
No,
wouldn't call it
no.
tiny little mind, but
I just headbutt them and walk. It's true. It was awful.
That's what happens
So-
though, Mal, isn't it? That you end up unemployable because your work history, your work history is just
Oh
appalling.
yeah. I've had probably 25 jobs. And
Yeah.
most of them lasted about 2 or 3 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about jobs. I'm talking sweeping the floor, picking rubbish,
Mhm. Yeah.
treated like shit because that's where you are.
Yeah.
You're at the bottom of the line.
Yes, right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You're
I got-
unemployed for years, living in a bed
Mhm.
sit, and
Yeah.
you have to go to these meetings every couple of weeks, and they treat you
Yeah.
like shit.
Yeah. Done that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Done all
the
that.
person that I am working for now, well, it's changed to his son, but the person that employed me now, like 10 years ago, I left his employment because we were throwing tools at each other. So,
God.
but then went back to him and asked for a job, and he knew me better than anybody. I don't fucking steal, I don't rot, and more than anything, I steal about $7,000 worth of diesel each year for this guy now. When I'm,
Okay.
because that's just me fueling up my ute and stuff like that, and excavators and shit from the people where I go and do work. Like we subcontract and they pay for the fuel. So certain things are and aren't in our contract, and I know what they are, and we basically just fuel up everything. And yeah, basically, I'm doing stealing for this fucker now. But and I'm employed because of my honesty, and I'm known for just getting the job done well and fast now, So it's he doesn't give a fuck about the throwing of weapons or anything like that at each other, even though it definitely happened. So yeah, right. He's one of the better bosses. He's down to earth. So yeah, I've had my fallout with people too now, and I've just walked out. But yeah, some of them have actually been worth returning to.
No, I was not a well guy. Yeah. My last job was when I met my missus when I was teaching, and they fired me because I was dating her.
They fired you for that? Why? Oh,
Sorry?
because it's I suppose it's against their policies or whatever.
She was a student.
Yeah.
They wanted rid of me anyway, but she was a student, because I was dating her. Came down to a simple case of dump her or you're gone. That was my last job, and that was years ago now. So
I suppose it's
I refused
considered.
to dump her. We still do.
I suppose it's considered unethical or something, is it?
Not really, because the second in command there, the accountant, married one of his students anyway. No, they just it's just a reason to get rid of me, basically. To let one of
in the law side of things, it's seen as you taking advantage in a position of authority. So legally, that's the reason why. But I don't actually care, because out of everybody that we talk to on chat, you're one of the nicest people to your wife.
Yeah.
Fucking And
I
she's
was,
got herself a really good thing here going by the sounds of it. I hope you don't have her tied up in your basement and get her to put the lotion on the skin. But how would I know? So I'm going with what I know. And what I know is you seem like you're right to me.
Plus,
anybody
plus
who's willing to put up with my crap for 20 years deserves everything. So that's what she gets.
Well, that's right.
So my sense of humor is awful. I really have to curb it. I really do. But what I mean, I think Gucci and people like that, come on, you're a groomer and all that crap. I was 45 when and by the time I met my missus, I was 48.
Okay.
Which might sound like a groomer, but she's only 5 years younger than me.
Yeah, not at
So
all.
what people don't know is I was teaching adults at the time, unemployed adults.
Yeah.
And people like that. I wanted to give back where I'd been. So all the excuses
Absolutely.
they come up with.
And I made sure not to jump to that conclusion when I was talking to you just before. Just because you're teaching her did not mean that she was fucking underage.
No,
So,
not
yeah.
at all. Not at all. And Gucci said
You're all
that
good, brother.
Gucci
I
said that
understand.
countless times. Gucci
Well, what
said
I had
that
in that
countless times,
classroom-
hasn't he?
What
He's
I had in the
accused
classroom was
you
a
of
lot of
being a groomer.
unemployed people.
Mm.
And I'd been there for donkey's years, and all of a sudden I decided to do something about it, blah, blah. But I'd met all these people. So all the excuses that they came up with for not being able to learn, I don't think so. Been there, seen it, done that, So,
Do you know how many
that-
times I've told him that she wasn't underage?
Oh, yeah, whatever. No,
He just won't listen.
no, that's fine. Yeah.
Aye.
Carry
The
on. guys.
legal thing is exactly how I said it, and they would have looked past it too. It would not have gone far. But as a person of authority, doing shit when they shouldn't. It's just because you're the teacher. The moment that you're no longer a teacher is fine, because it's not a fucking predatory or a age thing. It's
No, it didn't matter. As a
person of
teacher,
authority taking advantage.
No,
But who gives a
didn't matter.
fuck when you're in their 40s? For fuck's sake.
Yeah, I mean, there was a guy when I was teaching in school. He was an art teacher who are on a different planet anyway. I've yet to meet one who wasn't.
Yeah.
He was dating one of the students, and he was lucky because she was a A-level student in our country. That's an 18-year-old. If he hadn't been, he'd have been in jail.
Yeah.
So they moved him schools instead. But our teachers are bonkers anyway. They're not real.
They are.
They're just no.
But if you were using her or abusing her or grooming her or anything like that, what's the chances that you'd have stayed together for 20 years?
Well, we know that now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But she's fucking 40. If she doesn't know about grooming by the age of 40, then I don't think that's Mal's problem.
Yeah.
I've told them so many times.
It was because I didn't like teaching, so I went to teach adults. In schools, the paper was just absolutely horrendous. You haven't got time to teach, and you've got to teach 6 classes, might be 120 kids, 5 days a week, and you haven't got time. It's bonkers, So I went to teach adults instead, which is a bit of, it's okay, but they're forced to be there, basically, that makes it difficult. But I did.
I found when I did adult re-entry, I wanted to be there. And I found my fellow students were also people that they'd chosen to come back. So it was distinctly a different scenario than when you're at school and forced to go there by your parents. I had a much better time. You can really, really suck up to your freaking year level coordinators and get grades changed and everything. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
I was an
I had a good one before I went to before I went to uni. I mean, like in I was around 1991. I got fed up getting fired. That factory job I was telling you about, I got fired from there for threatening the supervisor because he was bullying me. So I dragged him outside and told him, "Don't bully me again, because it'll be the end of you." So they fired me. Right. So, and I decided that I had no education. I had nothing. Right. You know, on my desk at school was, gone fishing sign. You know? So I couldn't do anything. I couldn't read and write properly, all that crap. So it took me a couple of years to get the confidence to go and do something. And about 93, I went on the library and started to learn how to read and write and annoy the librarians. You know, what does this word mean? What is he talking about this? And, they used to make me a cup of tea. I was less often. And I was in a one-room bedsit, unemployed, right? So my landlady used to bring me food round now and again to make sure I ate. Because I was determined to do this. I would starve to death and do it. I'm going to change my life, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, by about 2000, I graduated from, what was that, about 93. 7 years later, I learned to read and write, did all the crap, went to uni, graduated, did my postgrad, blah, blah, blah. Went teaching, and I didn't like teaching in schools and colleges. I didn't like it at all. Schools, there was just too much paperwork. And in colleges, you find the staff are crap. So I went to teach adults instead. And that's where I met the missus. So that's the long story cut short, basically.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I was the same
No,
way,
I
Mal.
feel sorry for teachers.
I absolutely
We
hated
lack
school.
good teachers these days, and they've been swamped with bureaucracy. It's really, really fucked, and they don't get paid enough. And mate, I had good teachers when I was growing up. I grew up in the 80s in the primary school and shit like that. So this is back when teachers gave a shit, and they only had about 20 under their name per year. It was vastly different.
I had maybe 25 to 30 kids in a classroom. Can you imagine, like 25 year 8s, right? These are 12-year-olds, okay? They're like little sponges. If you walk into the classroom with a different tie on you had yesterday, they will see it. And they will tell you.
Awesome.
No? Oh,
nice.
God. If you don't make it fun and interesting, you get a right, what do you call it? The year leader will come down and jump on your head a lot.
Yeah.
So and the A-level students.
But once you're accustomed to that, that's quite a good skill to have to be able to deal with that.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Did you ever get used to it, or did it shit you in you?
I still smoked like a chimney at the time. I was still doing 140 grams a day,
How do you do that at school?
And this kid would look up and go, "Sir, you smell of smoke."
Yeah.
You don't flinch.
Yeah, have a minty.
There's no filter. Yeah. And then you go to the A-level class and they all shut up because they're 17 years old and they don't know you, so you're invading their space. So they won't talk to you. Try teaching that lot. Bonkers, yeah. But too much paperwork, yeah. So I went and worked for a private training company, and they deal with unemployed people. But sitting in that bedsit with no telly, just learning, that was a lot. I shut myself away.
And
I
have issues being in front of students every day like that. That's like standing on stage, which I have done. I have been on stage naked twice.
Of course.
And auditioned to do puppetry of the penis, but they never called back. That's $150 for a 15-minute gig. So, and it was cash in hand, and they set you up with 4 of them a night. So there's about $600 a night on the weekends, which is quite a lot. For fuck all time of work. You just got to be prepared to do simple shit. But I've been working isolated in the excavator like I whinge about, and I've gone into the total reverse mentality now with publicness and all that kind of shit. I would have big geez. No, I could probably be pushed to go up on stage again with the right, pushing, but it would take effort. I don't have that kind of.
Honestly, I was so quiet. I was brought up in the speak when you're spoken to, you get a crack,
Yeah.
I was so quiet. I used to go out with my mates in town, and I'm well known. Right? I'm a decent snooker player, so I was well known and around the area. And I go with my mates. There's about a dozen of us there, and they'd all go. I go to the toilet, and they'd go off to another pub, and I turn up at the other pub in about 10 minutes. And one of them, there's always one of them. Oh, Malman, jeez, I thought you'd gone home. That's how quiet I was.
Yeah.
They didn't know I was there. And then when I went teaching, I came back and I was playing snooker. My mate said, Mal, he said, you used to be so quiet. He said, sometimes now, he said, I just wish you'd shut the fuck up. My very first lesson in school was teaching A-levels. I never did A-levels. Right? I told the teacher this. He said, you've got a class coming up. This is your first class. You've just got here. Okay, yeah, fair enough. He said, I'll give you the A-level guys, about 6 of them. I said, I haven't done A-levels. He said, well, there's a question you're doing. Learn. You got 15 minutes. Oh, thanks for that. So that's the way that one went, yeah. So I went and did that lesson, and it was a revision lesson. And after about 10 minutes, I could hardly hold the marker pen because my hand was sweating so much. I couldn't talk. Awful.
Yeah.
I'm not used to this. I'm used to a one-room bed set on the door, with no telly.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, So
I played billiards about 2 months ago for the first time in fucking ages, and I grew up with a table in the house, so I played it a lot as a kid. It was refreshingly, well, it was fun, but I can't play for shit. I used to be able to spin the ball on the table and get it to curve the way I wanted around another ball and do quite intense tricks on the sucker.
Yeah.
I couldn't give that a shot, not on these public tables, not in front of cameras. I'd be thrown out. But yeah.
That was my
not coordinated anymore.
Yeah, that was my one thing. I think when I played games, I played pool for money. I played 10-pin bowling. I should have turned pro. I had a coach and everything, and I played snooker.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I lived with a couple of pro players for billiards. There wasn't so much snooker here.
And you played. Yeah.
It was you tend to get as good as the people that you play with often. So when I was living with them, I was a lot better than when I wasn't living with them, basically.
I could go anywhere in the UK and hold my own. I was a decent player, But
brilliant.
I had the advantage or the disadvantage of I had people. I don't know if you know these, Audie. There's Mark Williams, Terry Griffiths. Matthew Stevens was a friend of mine. Matthew Stevens would show me how to play shots, right?
Yeah.
And I've been playing 20 years, and I'm a decent player. They show me how to play shots, and he's 15. Matthew, go and steal some cards with your mates, for fuck's sake. He's 15.
Yeah, you've mentioned that you've got mates right up there in the field often. I once asked you, have you seen a video that I put up, Eddie Charlton versus Mick Malloy? And Mick Malloy is one of our comedians. And basically Eddie Charlton is about to have a game of billiards against one of his rivals. And then Mick Malloy comes up and goes, oi, 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 these are my fucking $2 coins on the side of the table. It's my shot. And he barges in and has a game or a round of pool with Eddie Charlton.
Yeah.
But he keeps doing all the Australian backyard tactics to win, like, I don't know, instead of using the access cue or whatever you call it, the helper cue thing, is like putting his leg up and over the table to do a shot, and he's like coughing when Eddie Charlton's about to do his shot to make him stumble his shots, and just all Australian jokes and shit. It's pretty funny. He beats Eddie Charlton by getting all the balls down, and Eddie Charlton ends up having to run around the table with his pants down.
Yeah,
And he does it, and it's pretty funny, man.
Eddie character. He was a right character.
Yeah.
Ex-boxer.
Yeah, wow.
He had.
It looks like it.
And a good one. You know, he's no dummy. He had a tournament he was playing in against Alex Higgins. Alex winds people up. You know, he's an absolute genius of a player. And they had an interval, and Eddie had enough of Alex winding him up. See, so they had an interval. He came back, and Alex said, "I like a golf ball," because Eddie had gone and met him in the toilets. No, you don't get that now.
He was a character too, Mel, that Higgins, the Hurricane. Yeah.
Oh, absolute genius of a player. If anybody, I mean, Ronnie O'Sullivan is, whatever, you know. He's like out of anybody's league. He can play half decent, left-handed, and he's right-handed, and beat everybody anyway. He is that way, right? It's all down to his head. He has mental health problems. But if there was ever anybody mentioned genius, I would say Alex Higgins. Yeah. Absolutely. Just bonkers good.
Yeah.
And in that case, love it.
Well, the typical thing, isn't it? Another case where drink and drugs ruined him.
That's
really.
Yeah. It was one of those things where I thought afterwards that people should be looked after a bit more. You know?
Yeah.
Like they do with the younger football players.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are earning 80 and 100 grand a week.
Yeah.
And they're 19 and 20 years old. They have got a clue, you know? So,
playing at the Crucible is probably more than that, Mal. I don't know. Ridiculous money, I think.
No, they don't get that.
No.
No, you might win 100 grand for winning the tournament.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But you might not have one for a few weeks, and you've got to pay all your own travel. You know, today you're playing in Belgium, tomorrow you're playing in Dubai. You know.
Yeah.
Terry Griffiths hated it.
Masters Championship, wasn't it? Crucible. Yeah.
That's the World Championships.
Yeah.
Terry Griffiths, friend of mine, he's passed now, not long ago actually. He hated it. He was a family man, you know. He's a little guy from a little town, this town that I'm in, and he didn't like all that travel and being away from his family, and you know, proper family man, liked to gardening and family. That was it.
Yeah.
He went to play in the English Championships when he was an amateur.
Okay.
And his wife said, "But we haven't got any food." And she said, "We've got £5." He said, "Well, I need the £5 to put petrol in the car to get there." No pressure. So he went there and won it.
Wow.
That's how good he was. Yeah, he was top.
Yeah.
Funny guy, very dry.
I like Ray Reardon as well. Dracula, he was very good.
Proper school gent.
He got a lot of stick, didn't he, for being slow and boring, and you know. But I think that's what you have. Times. Yeah, I know.
But he was so accurate.
Yeah.
Accuracy. Stephen Henry is my favourite player because he came along and changed the game. Yeah. He would pot a red, and all the reds would be stuck in a bunch, and he would get an angle on the blue, smash the blue in, and crash the reds all over the table and clear up.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Nobody had done that before.
Do you still play at all, Mal, or not at all?
Sorry?
Do you still play at all or not at all?
No, I don't play anymore. No. I sometimes watch friends of mine on the telly, you know.
Yeah.
You know, like Mark Williams or Matthew Stevens. But Matthew Stevens is gone now. He doesn't bother anymore. Since his father passed, he's come off the rails.
Yeah.
I like watching Mark. I played these guys, you know.
Yeah, cool.
Beaten some of them.
Nice.
You know, one-offs. You know, but that's what I did. I'm well known for it. I'm a one-off guy, you know.
Yeah.
Come along and I got no chance against this. I am just beat him anyway because Cocky git. They used to say when Mal's got the strut on, it's all over, baby. I remember them saying it. Yeah, just funny. Yeah, I've played loads of them. I know lots of them. Yeah, I don't know all of them, but I know quite a lot of them. Steve Davis, almost, Terry Griffiths.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Jimmy White's another case where he could have been very good. He was very good. But
Jimmy White was brilliant.
Again, drugs ruined him, didn't they?
Well, they always do, don't they?
Yeah.
Just an awesome player. I played him in an exhibition match when he was 18. He walked into the local workmen's club, and I was playing number 1 for them. So obviously I got to play him, you know. And he was 18 years old, little skinny rat of a guy. His suit fitted where it touched, and he missed nothing.
Yeah. Dingo's here in the chat.
Yeah, he was a fun guy. But yeah, for sure he was. Yeah, he was on the old snorting, and
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ruined him.
which is a shame. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
trendy guy, not the sharpest knife in the drawer,
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned. But you know, he didn't need to be.
No, he was good at the game.
Yeah.
When he was on form, he was pretty much
just
unbeatable.
Unbelievable. You do things that they still can't do.
Yeah.
I played Stephen Hendry in an exhibition.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
He'd only just won the World Championship, so he was knackered, so he didn't play very well. And after 4 frames, he had a break, and he was offering to give everybody their money back because he played so bad. He was only 19. So he wasn't like somebody like, I don't know if you know Dennis Taylor.
Yeah, I remember Dennis Taylor, the one with the glasses. Yeah.
Yeah, or John Virgo, comedy types. He wasn't like
Remember
that. I mean, the guy is 19. He's played snooker since he was 6. He can't talk. So if he doesn't pot, he's got nothing. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Never forget it, because I entered a snooker tournament and I gave a mate of mine 70 points start, and he potted everything and knocked me out of the tournament in the first round. Right? If you win the tournament, you got a free ticket. See?
Yeah.
And so, okay. So they had a pool tournament. So I went and entered the pool tournament and won it and got a ticket. That's why I remember it. Yeah, Andy was only about 19. It was insane.
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah,
I
sorry
always-
to bore you with my I talk all day about crap like that.
I always used to watch the snooker, but it was the BBC license that stopped me. I didn't want to have a license. In fact, I got rid of my television in the end.
Yes, I remember you said,
Because I didn't want to pay the license, and so I had to stop watching F1, which I used to watch, and snooker, unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't see my missus giving up Strictly Come Dancing and Big Brother, and
Yeah,
it's not going to happen.
yeah,
I could ask her, but I like to live.
yeah. It just came down to a principle thing, really, Mel. I didn't want to pay. When it was 30 or 40 quid a year, it wasn't too bad. But when it was 160, I don't know what it is now.
No, it's about 170 something now. I'm not sure. Can't remember.
Yeah, I'm not paying that.
What do we pay now? £15 a month. No?
How much? 15.
15, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
No,
And basically for the news, and Strictly Come Dancing, you know?
that's
Big
right.
Brother or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't bother too much. Watch a film here and there.
yeah, yeah,
You guys still have a TV license you got to pay for as well?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, 15,
Wow.
15 a month. Yeah.
no, that's what you were talking about just then.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah. Cool.
No, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I don't mean to be.
So I was saying, Oddie, that I used to watch the snooker and the Formula One racing on BBC religiously until I got this problem with paying for the license. The license kept going up, and I got to a point where I'm not prepared to do it anymore, and I ended up scrapping the license. I ended up
I
scrapping
missed
the
that it was the
license.
TV license. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that from the Young Ones TV show where Vivian has to eat the TV.
That's right. 'Cause Because the
Yeah.
inspector came round, didn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious because we didn't have that. Well, we don't have that here. Well, we've got free to air TV, just like a fucking CB radio,
Yeah.
like, or UHF radio. So, but you can then pay for extra channels, but no one does that anymore because of Netflix and
Yeah.
Tubi and fucking Paramount, all the
Mm,
others. So
Streaming.
they're doing all that shit. But
Streaming's
how
getting
expensive is that to have all of them
Yeah, they
each
got
month?
expensive.
Fuck that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's coming down to, I think, what programs you like to watch as to
Yeah.
which streaming
Or just
service to go to.
acquire them in inverted commas.
Yeah.
If I don't really go through any.
Too expensive
I
to have
just-
too many.
Yeah,
If you had all of them and the TV license, it'd be ridiculous, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we couldn't
that's
do it.
right.
I mean, the reason I've still got the TV license is be too confusing for my missus to go looking for things that she has to avoid. No,
Yeah,
because
cool.
you can't just block
that's
them
wiser
and they're
than
not
you
there.
think.
You
Yeah.
can't just block them and they're not there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
too much for us. So we stuck with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Otherwise, I wouldn't bother. I don't bother much.
No. I got rid of the license and then I got rid of the TV in the end. Because all the advertising as well, I just got fed up with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crummy advertising every few minutes. It got ridiculous.
YouTube's getting like that.
Huh?
YouTube's getting like that.
It is, yeah. I don't see any ads on YouTube, fortunately, unless they're embedded in the videos. I never see advertising. I've got a blocker that's blocking it, and I've got premium as well, so I don't get the advertising.
All right. Okay.
It's premium expensive. I've never looked into that until
I pay
it
about
hasn't crossed my mind
Is that
until
about 15
recently.
a month or something?
I can't remember what it is. I think it was
14?
originally 9 a month or something
Yeah.
like that.
I think it's about 14 or 15 now.
14,
It doesn't
15
sound
a
that
month.
bad.
But
It's not
it-
That'll make it easier for me to download videos that I want to cut blitzes out of.
Yeah.
Because you can download videos once it's premium.
Yeah, you can, in a way. God knows where they go. They're all encrypted and stuff. Like, you can't find them. You can download them onto your
Oh.
computer, but God knows where they go. I mean, it's really
Yeah,
hard to
okay.
find, or if
Oops.
not impossible to find them.
Yeah, okay.
It's not
Okay.
like you can choose where to download them to. Download them to your desktop or something. It's not like that. You hit the
I'll just
download button, and
Play
you don't
them and
even
record.
know where it's
Like I
gone.
was, like I was saying before, I'll probably just play them and record them
Yeah.
on a StreamYard kind of thing or a OBS kind of thing.
Yeah. I've got Streamlabs as well for gaming.
Yeah, cool.
That's
That's what I was
like,
using OBS for games and stuff. But Stream itself has a video recorder. Alt Tab 11, F11 or something. Or
what
Tab
does?
Stream?
StreamYard.
No, not Stream. Steam, sorry.
Stream.
The game
Oh,
one.
Steam. Yeah.
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 That has an
Um,
inbuilt recording thing, not a streaming thing, but you can record your game and then you can add that video to your stream.
Yeah. I've got
I think you can
Streamlabs.
also just do it direct too, like you can run Steam straight to StreamYard.
Yeah.
Sorry, in Streamlabs. Sorry, I interrupted. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got that as well. So that just goes straight to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, I think.
What's the difference? What's Streamlabs? Like,
It's
I've never
it's
looked into it.
OBS. Streamlabs
Okay.
bought out OBS.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah, so it's it's the newer version of OBS, really.
I like OBS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took me a while to get used to it, and I've still got a lot to learn. But
Yeah.
I'm running out. I've only got about 6 hours left of StreamYard for half a month. Then it's going to block me. It's telling me because I'm part of 10% of people apparently that use this amount of data of StreamYard. I fucking don't use it that much. I didn't think, but yeah.
Is that because Is that because it's free, or is it
Yeah,
the
I'm
same?
on the free one, and I've got a 20-hour limit apparently, and they're
Wow.
telling me in advance I got about 6 hours left or something.
What? So it doesn't. You
So
don't get more each month or anything.
yeah. But that'll be like the 14th,
Okay.
so 10 or 11 days away,
Okay.
which
Got
is
you.
fine. But that's 6 hours. It's a long weekend. That could be like one chat, or
Yeah.
one panel
Yeah.
on a long weekend, or two on average, or three if I stretch it out, or more. It's doing panels, streaming, and doing the recording option.
Yeah.
So even if I use it just to do like clips or that kind of shit when I'm just doing shit with myself, that takes away the time as well. So
Yeah.
let's learn about OBS.
Yeah.
So I did.
Yeah.
And I can now do most of the stuff that I normally do there. But I've still got a lot to learn. You can do a lot more on there. Like, I don't know how to do backgrounds or any of that kind of shit. I just figured out how to link YouTube to OBS so that I can have the chat running like normal.
Yeah.
But I don't know how well that worked. I only had it up for a minute or two, but no one really appeared to give me a test run. But it seemed to be working when I did a chat.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Yeah.
It's after 12 here. I have to go.
Have
I was
fun
gonna
now.
Stop me waking the missus up. Sorry if I bored you with my background or some of it.
Not at all, Mal. Very
If
interesting.
you want some more, I got another 35 hours of that.
Good. We've got about 55 hours of listening time.
Take care, people.
Just. Yeah.
See you,
Mal.
Mal. Thank you for coming. Yeah, that was interesting, I thought. What time is Trobs' stream, by the way?
About 50 minutes away if he's going to do it.
Oh,
And he
okay.
usually
Still got a
lets
bit
you
of
know
time.
in about 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought that was interesting. I didn't find it boring at all.
Nah.
So what we're going to talk about now? Yeah, so that Streamlabs, I find that very good for gaming. I just hook it up. It auto detects when I'm gaming and it streams it straight to YouTube and Twitch at the same time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So and it does chat as well or not chat? So if you want to chat as well as you're doing a game, how do you do that? Do you need a second device or not?
That's very difficult. Yeah. It's really hard to watch the chat and you have to keep flipping between the two, basically.
You see, if I'm not doing that sort of stuff as well, I suppose you got your mic on so you can be talking, but then you're talking to yourself, and
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
right.
do that well. So I could just record. I don't need to be streaming if I'm doing a game.
Yeah. Yeah. I could do that. I
I
suppose
mean,
I could just
yeah.
record it. Yeah.
Exactly. Even if I'm doing the talking to yourself of the mic, because you're not doing the chat thing. I mean, I know you can, but to my knowledge, you generally need a second device or whatever so you can have that focused on the chat whilst you're still focused on your game on your main screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then again, who the fuck wants to watch people playing most games, and talking to themselves? Really, it gets boring to me pretty quick unless it's a game you really, really like. And if it's a game I really, really like, I'll go and play the game.
But if you've got two people on there, if you've got a couple of people and they're playing the game together, it can be fun.
Do you have to be streaming it to have that link up, do you?
No, you don't have to be streaming, but you can get a couple of people in there and they're talking to each other and they're both playing the game as well. It can be quite good then.
No, I get that. I just, I don't, When I see the streamers, they're generally not doing it with other people or whatever. The ones that I see that have decided to keep their videos up, well, I don't know.
Yeah, I've recorded a lot of game videos on my channel, but I don't talk on them or anything like that. Normally, I just play the game and record it. Oh, not record it, but stream it.
Do you get many views?
Not really. No, not that many. It's
No, I
really
don't with
difficult.
streams either. I don't do these streams for views or anything. I do
No.
them just basically when I'm bored, when I've come home.
Yeah,
I'll
I
see
do
if
that.
anyone else is around to chat with or whatever, and if no one
It's so
likes me
hard.
or wants to
It's
talk, I'll do something else. And
so hard to
you
get
know,
people to
panels are
join.
sometimes fun.
So difficult to get people. I've mentioned it in chat several times today, probably half a dozen times, that I was going live at 10 o'clock and, all these people wanted to talk about space or come over and discuss it. None of them have. It's really difficult to get people.
I
Whatever
tucked up
reason.
Futurama episodes on stream during the week, and I got a violation. So one of my streams is called "I Got a Violation," and it's
What's
because
that
I
mean?
played. Well, YouTube banned me or gave me a copyright because I was running Futurama.
Oh, right. It's that I remember you telling me about that. So is that copyright strike or not? Is that or is it different?
I took it down, so I don't think that they actually have a problem because I took it down. But it did have a
Right.
copyright strike because I deleted it. I don't think I've got the strike anymore.
Right. I hated that. I that the Universe Explained. I used to do like 24/7 live streaming on there. I've got all those videos on there I used to stream, and YouTube were just a nightmare. They blocked every video pretty much. I think it just got ridiculous.
Yeah, okay.
And so I gave up. I think they took my way. I think they even took away the right to stream from me, so I
Oh,
couldn't even
wow.
stream. I couldn't even stream if I wanted to.
I
I
had
think
this Video Eyes podcast that tends to give me some royalty-free background. But yeah,
what's that?
I'll play podcasts in the background.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
seem to get away with playing them because I've turned the audio file into a video file.
okay, yeah. Mm. It's yeah. So I just gave up in the end. I think they took away my right to stream eventually. I think I've got it back now on that channel, but I don't use it anymore. I gave up. It's ridiculous. The
That's why
videos
one of my
blocked.
first questions to you was, where did you get all your royalty-free videos from, Andy?
They're all from NASA. They're every
Yeah,
one of those. They're all NASA
yeah,
videos. Every one of those.
yeah,
If you look in the studio, they're all copyrighted. They've all got copyright on them.
yeah, wow. And how
They're
come you're allowed to play them then?
because you're allowed to play them on YouTube even though they're copyrighted.
Yeah, nice.
Mm.
So did YouTube keep asking you or saying to you that they were copyright and you had to keep telling them, no, I'm
No,
allowed to play this? I had that problem with Clipchamp videos.
no, they're
Like,
all marked as copyright, but it says that they're allowed to be played on YouTube even though they're copyright.
Clipchamp's a Microsoft, but there's a whole library of audio that you can use that's royalty free. And I
Yeah,
kept using that on my videos for the drones, and
yeah,
I kept getting copyrights warnings.
yeah,
So I'd
yeah.
say, I'd appeal them.
Mm,
And yeah, I had to do a minor appeal process, but now they
yeah,
just don't ask anymore. Now
yeah,
they seem to have looked into it and, oh yeah, we know what you're talking about.
yeah. Mm. It's annoying, to say the least.
Well, I've done certain videos and I've just put on anything. Like I've got like one with Limp Bizkit on it, and
Hmm.
I got a copyright warning straight away. But it says we're not giving you a strike or anything.
Yeah,
Like it's not a problem, but we're not going to let you monetize it, which is fine because I had no intention on seeking
yeah,
money. So yeah, I just was putting
Well,
normal songs on there for a while, but then I realised, maybe if I keep doing this, it might be wiser to have videos that I can actually play to everybody, because it ends up you're only copyrighted in Belarus, Russia.
mm-hmm.
So
Who cares?
it's
Yeah,
not a big problem for me, really. If
yeah.
the rest of the world can see it, you know.
Who cares about Belarus? Yeah,
I don't know many people.
yeah. But it just gets ridiculous when they start blocking all your videos, you know, and you can't. I think, as I say, they took away my right to stream in the end as well. I just gave up with it. But it was really hard to find those videos which I can play on YouTube without getting copyrighted all the time.
Yeah.
It's really difficult, you know, documentaries especially. What do you do? How much would it cost to have a documentary made, for God's sake, you know? And all the ones that are, all the existing ones, you can't play, apart from a few, like the NASA ones, which you can.
Mm.
It's really difficult. I dread to think how much it costs. Ideally, I'd like to have my own documentaries made, but how much is that going to cost? You know?
I fucking know. If you got to get a camera shot of all the angles yourself,
Yeah, yeah.
properly. Otherwise, you're stealing other people's shit.
Yeah, it would be ridiculous, wouldn't it, to create one yourself? It costs so much money. I mean, you could pay professional people to do it, but they'd want hundreds of thousands, probably.
I see my greatest fans in your audience.
Who's that?
I apologise. My
That's all
greatest fan.
Okay. Fat Nominal was good like that, though, weren't they? They created all those. Well, I assume they created them, all their videos, and they were good. I used to like their videos.
They must have still been cut and pasted from older videos of other people's stuff, surely.
Maybe.
Just videos we're not that clued on about. I don't know.
They had some good videos, though.
1980s, but yeah.
Yeah. That's some good stuff. I would like to get hold of those videos and stream them, you know, but they
aren't they still there? Isn't the channel still up? I thought the channel was still up, just not live streaming.
Yeah, but I don't suppose they'd like it if I just ripped their videos off and started streaming them. I don't know, you know, how that works. They had some good stuff, though, they did. The NASA ones I've got are all right, but they're all very old, and I've got more videos than are being streamed. I panicked and pulled them down because one of them has a problem with YouTube. They don't like something in it. And it keeps saying that the video's been interrupted or something because it's got copyrighted content or something like that.
If you take that down, it will start running the stream again. It happened to me yesterday.
That's right. Yeah. So I don't know which one caused it. So I've got quite a few in the library which aren't being streamed at the moment because one of them's got a problem, but I don't know which one it is.
Oh, yeah, just put them up one at a time.
Yeah, maybe I'll try that. I'll add them back in, maybe one at a time or something. It's not easy, you know, to get around all this stuff. And when you talk about monetization, they threaten you, don't they? And they say that you won't be able to monetize it. But you have to have over 100,000 subscribers, I think, before you can monetize it anyway.
Really?
Yeah, wow. Something like that. Something like that. Yeah.
I heard we had a friend that had 5,000 odd subscribers, and they were getting a small purse each month, but it wasn't a lot. I think you're talking 100,000 is enough to survive off of.
Well, I thought that was the requirement before you could monetize it, but I might be wrong.
To my knowledge, you can get money before that, but it's still you have to get to an amount of people, of subscribers, or amount of views at least, sustained views, even like a certain amount in a 3-month period. I don't know. I think it's something like that. But Yeah, I was told you could survive off about 70,000 subscribers here on ad revenue.
Okay.
Like you'd get like a weekly income.
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, it comes monthly or whatever from YouTube, but you know, like you get the equivalent. It's survivable. I don't know. That came from a younger generation telling me that, so I don't know what their value of wealth
Yeah.
is required each week.
Well, they might be living at home with their parents, so it might not
Exactly.
matter. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, and you saying 100,000, it's in that ballpark. So, and I'm going with
Yeah.
fuck all actual knowledge here, is all I'm sort of getting at.
And I've got 16 or 1700 on this channel.
Nice.
How long would it take me to get to 100,000? It's just not gonna happen, you know. You
Well,
see how
that's
hard
right.
it is. You see how hard it is to get people to come to the stream, for God's sake.
You need a different attractor.
Yeah.
What's happening, doing the same thing each week isn't getting you things. So you need to do something that attracts people. That's why I'm saying we're suggesting things like putting good podcasts, you know, to video the other week, because you'd get away with putting those videos up. At least I
I've
haven't got any copyrights on them, and then that would be original, but it would be more current and topical things.
what playing somebody else's podcast, you mean?
Star Talk, Neil deGrasse Tyson freaking podcast,
Yeah.
but put it with different videos of different space stuff that you've come up with, or pictures, or
Yeah.
I don't know, other shit as a video background,
Yeah.
which makes it a YouTube video then, but you've got
Yeah.
the audio of their podcast. I've done
Right.
that with a
Yeah.
few over here and I haven't had any issues whatsoever, but I haven't done it with something as famous as Star Talk, Neil
Yeah.
deGrasse Tyson yet.
Yeah.
So I should probably do that just to see.
Yeah.
But I've done it with like about 3 or 4 different podcasts here,
Yeah.
like Australian podcasts, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah. It might be worth a
Yes,
try.
I am. Yes, I'm stealing other people's stuff, but I do write in the comments that it's their stuff and all this. And I've
Yeah.
even put up warning things, saying, like when I'm clipping the thing together, saying this is someone else's work. This is for
Yeah.
review and all that kind of thing. I just don't put myself on the screen as well, or sometimes I do, depending on what
Yeah.
I'm doing. It
Yeah.
makes it all not quite the original. It's how other people are getting away with putting up other people's work, but it's also how you spread good stuff around. And I'm not here to seek their fame and glory. I'm here to advertise for them. I will let people know where it comes from.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't bother doing that if I didn't like them a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
want the
Maybe.
people that I talk to regularly to know what the fuck I'm talking about with certain
Yeah.
topics. And
I thought if I
sometimes this is
did
just
this.
a better way to explain it. Sorry, I don't
Yeah.
mean to.
That's all right. I thought that if I did this the same time every week, you know, slowly it'd build up people, but it's not really, and it's really hard to get people over here.
I
It's
can not
difficult.
come up because Aiden Keno tended to come here for a bit, and you had see, friggin' Angela and her crowd. Well, they're all right, so they tend to, I don't know, avoid conversations when I'm around. So maybe I'm part of the issue. I can always not come
I
up for a
don't.
while if you like.
No, I don't think it's that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's that. You know, they're just. I don't know why. It's just difficult to get people to take part in anything, really. I don't know the reason behind it.
Fucking amazed Pooh or home hasn't even popped out. Come
Yeah, I know.
past, I don't know.
I'm surprised about that. You know, well, Trobs, you know, we go to his stream. You think he might pop in, but I haven't seen him, or lots of people haven't come here. I don't know why. No reason for it. It's annoying. What can you do?
Yeah,
I try my best. You know, I let them all know every time.
yeah.
I
If they
tell
want
them
to, they want
several
to. If they
times,
don't, they don't. It's all good.
and they don't. People don't understand. Another thing as well is a lot of these people, they come to these videos, these streams, and they don't like the video. They don't subscribe. So when you next time when you go live, they don't even know that you've gone live because they haven't subscribed. If they subscribe, they'd know,
Yeah.
and that's annoying too. You know. That people say to me, how do we know when you go live? Well, subscribe to the channel and then you'll get notifications when I go live. It's that simple. It's not about me trying to get subscribers, it's about common sense, you know?
That's right.
If you're subscribed, you'll get notifications. I don't understand people's mentality sometimes. I've got a different point of view that I like and subscribe on lots of things, you know? I like it. If I watch a video and I like it, I put a like on it always. I don't have a problem with that. I don't understand why some people don't do it.
Sometimes if I like someone's comments, I then get a freaking stream of 10 notifications of their replies and shit, and that starts
Yeah,
getting to me when
yeah,
they're annoying replies.
yeah.
But when you like a video, you don't get that stuff. Fuck.
No,
Else on some videos, you get a million replies.
yeah.
Like,
I know, it's annoying. I don't know how they get to those numbers. I even doubt that some of those are real, you know, because the numbers that some of these people get are ridiculous. Millions of subscribers and millions of views and stuff. I look at videos on YouTube and they've got 5 million views, and I think mine have got like 38 or something, you know? How do they do it? What's the secret?
I keep pushing a mate's channel, Talking to Me, right? He's someone I know in the real world. And
Yeah.
he does this TV show type thing, and it's just
Mhm.
about movies from Tubi. And it's pretty cool. He makes it an actual TV show. He's an editor and everything. So they're
Mhm.
quite high quality. Now he's done about 9 episodes, I think, of this TV show.
Mhm.
And they all get about 4,000 or 5,000 views on average.
Okay.
Episode 8 has
Mhm.
got 40 views.
Right.
It's a distinct difference of view count, if you know what I'm
Why
getting
would
at.
that be though? Why would that be?
No idea.
Mm.
Absolutely no idea. I couldn't tell you.
I wonder
I
if
can't tell
YouTube.
you at all.
Well, I think probably that YouTube don't help you at all. You know, unless you're paying them money, they don't direct
But
people to your videos or anything like that. People just can't find them. They don't see them. I
yeah,
think.
wow. I tend to do some jab about his channel or his videos or something each week or for a while, and it's been over that season 8 period when he put it out. So
Yeah.
nothing changed that I noticed anyway.
No.
But yeah, it's just strange to me. I put up a
Mm.
kite puppy video that got about 1,100 or 1,200 views a
Yeah.
couple of years ago. But
Yeah.
then I reset my channel and stuff, so it wasn't up for a while. So I put it up again, and
Yeah.
on day 1, it shot up to 1,100 views,
Mhm.
and or 1,200 or whatever it is. I can't remember, but
Yeah.
it hasn't changed since. So day
It's
1, it went to that many views, and then zoop, no change. So it basically just restored what it got to beforehand.
That's strange. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit sus.
Yeah. My even on my old channel, the Universe Explained, those videos that I've got on there, I think some of the videos on this channel have got what, like over 5,000 views or something.
That's okay.
Um, but on my old channel, even they've been on there for years. They've hardly got any views at all. It's really terrible.
Yeah, I'm not really up for view count or anything. I'm just up for people that are willing to jump up and have good conversation.
Yeah,
That's
I
all
know.
that's required.
I
I
know, but
love opposing views, and if you can do a well-structured conversation on
yeah,
your opposing view, which isn't hard, all it
yeah,
requires is allow time for people to talk and give
yeah,
premises and reasons for your premises.
yeah,
If we can invalidate your premise or you can invalidate our premise,
yeah.
then I'm willing to remove that premise. And likewise, it's not hard.
I don't know. These people, they just make life difficult, I think. They've got all these
Well, yeah.
views and they can type away behind their keyboard, but they don't want to come up and actually talk about it or anything.
Mm.
I find that odd as well.
The whole energy conversation this week came down to them using a different definition for the word energy. And I
Okay.
was telling them the consensus word for what it was via the physics community. All they
Yeah.
had to say was, well, from the whatever they wanted to call themselves community, and I
Yeah.
don't mean to be rude there, but I was only thinking woo or that kind of stuff, which I know is patronizing, so that's why I didn't.
Yeah.
But, you know, like the alternative society, what their
Yeah.
freaking reasoning was or how they explained it. And then I would have said, well, that isn't actually energy for the reason I explained. You're actually referring to something else.
Yeah.
Now, what are we going to call that instead?
Mm.
So you can choose a different name for it, like force or I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Take your pick out of whatever avenue they wanted to go down. And then we could have had a nice continued structured conversation.
Yeah.
But, oh no, you're rigid brains, you're blah, 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 you're all of this. But then when I actually explain what they're doing to them, I'm insulting them.
That's right.
It was quite simple. You know, it's
Yeah.
quite basic to psychoanalyze now. I'm not being rude. I wasn't being harsh. I was just staying on track. Because I was staying on track, I was, inverted commas, rigid.
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
Yeah. Well, in actual fact, because you had a different opinion to them, you know, there's got to be something wrong with you if you've got a different opinion to them. That's how some of these people are, isn't it?
Yep.
You're crazy or you're obstinate or whatever, you know, you're
So
stubborn.
it is all it is. And all I want for them is for them to support their premises. There's nothing much else to it.
But they can't, I think that's the problem.
They believe they can.
But they're not prepared to demonstrate it. You know, when you look at the chat, Blade Runner, for example, you see the ridiculous things that people say on there. I'm not going to name names, but there are people on there who talk the most ridiculous shit all day long. There's no possible way they could ever back any of that up because none of it's based on fact. It's completely their opinion on things, which they present in a way that's factual. Do you know what I mean? I see that a lot. It's like they've made themselves believe it, and
Unknown friend. I don't get any progress with them.
No, very difficult character that one. He's Vietnamese, I think. Very difficult character. He doesn't like me very much, I don't think. I told him to stop talking crap a long time ago. He got involved in talking about something or other, and it was complete nonsense what he was saying. And I told him that, and I don't think he likes me much.
I only argue with the ones that are preaching.
Yeah.
At least that's 99% of it anyway.
Yeah.
Anybody else, mate, you're most welcome to have your beliefs.
Yeah.
But don't try to enforce your belief.
That's
if you're
right.
enforcing your belief on me, then I'm going to do my thing back.
That's why I hate people preaching so much. I really can't stand that.
Then I get accused of being called the preacher and all that kind of shit. Man, I'm an atheist preaching. Even if I am preaching, it's fuck all compared to what everybody else has had to contend with.
I saw someone on there recently accusing us of preaching atheism. How how can you preach atheism, for God's sake?
Yeah, it's not a fucking belief or a fucking world.
It's not anything. It's
a
just a
world view, I suppose. No,
Yeah.
not even that. It's just a rejection of theism,
yeah.
basically, and
Yeah.
that's not even 100% correct.
But the funny thing is, as we said before, the funny thing about that is that often you'll find that the atheists know more about religion than they do.
Yeah,
Because most atheists, I believe, have already studied religion and they've decided that it's not for them. But they're actually quite knowledgeable on it. It's not because they've never studied religion or they've never read a Bible or anything like that. Quite the opposite.
yeah, I'm pretty rare. I wasn't brought up religious, and I did do the study thing, which does make
Yeah.
me sort of naive on the religion thing. And they can argue, yeah, but you don't know, and blah, blah, blah. And I have not read the Bible completely, but I have read the whole sections of the required bits on the bits that I do argue. I do
Yeah.
know what I'm talking about on my arguments.
Yeah.
And when other arguments are brought to my attention that are fun and that I don't know about, that's when I go and research that section.
Yeah.
It's 66 fucking books that I don't have the time or the understanding to read down in correct order. But I do
Yeah.
know the order that it should be read in. It's not hard to
Yeah.
find out. The Hebrew versions or the Hebrew translations are the better translations than the English from Greek translations.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So
It was originally Hebrew anyway. And who
it's a thing.
translated it?
Oh,
Maybe.
you've got all of these factors. So which ones are more reliable? Obviously, the Hebrew to English translations rather than the Hebrew
Yeah.
to Greek to English.
Yeah,
And even those have got more steps in between generally.
they have. There's more than that. Yeah.
So
What's the chance
you got
of
to
that
get the
being
correct
right?
version right, which is generally the NRSVUE,
Yeah.
which is a new something revised edition, updated edition.
Yeah.
And that was from Hebrew to English. And that's
Yeah.
where I get there is no virgin birth.
Yeah.
Emmanuel was already conceived when the prophecy was stated.
Yeah.
It's not even a proper prophecy, so
No.
because it was already known about this person.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's flaws in its error, and there's all these things that oppose what the Christians believe in the Bible, and all they got to do is read the fucking thing.
Yeah, I
And
know.
they don't even have to read it completely. They can just
Yeah.
read key points.
Yeah. There's a guy
I did
on.
this from Australia as an atheist, for fuck's sake. Jesus, it's not hard to do. And
There's a
I
guy
can
on.
have anything I say fact-checked.
Yeah.
Sorry, Andy, I'll stop now.
That's all right. That's all right. There's a guy on the chat on the Blade Runner. He keeps telling me that I need to do a Jesus chat, like to do a religious chat. He's saying that it would make loads of money. It would be really popular. And I keep saying to him, but I'm an atheist. How's that going to look? You know? But he seems to think that it would do really well.
We could do it as atheist. I'd come up.
Yeah, maybe
I'd
we
come up
could.
with stuff to show. But you need to
Yeah.
have your opposing talk. But it doesn't
Yeah.
really work with a space stream.
No, not at all. No. Maybe they I don't know, they're not interested in space. Some of them don't seem to be, but we had lots of people who were, you know.
Theists, we are willing to fact check your conclusions with science,
Yeah,
lie, I don't know, that kind of thing.
yeah. I don't know that it would be popular anyway, but having said that, there don't seem to be any places on YouTube like that I've seen, which are,
What do you mean? Where
specifically,
they don't fact check?
no, specifically for religious people. I always wonder why they don't create one themselves. Why go into a random chat and preach to people? You'd think that they'd congregate together, they'd have their own place, but actually I don't think they have, which is
Because then
odd.
they've got the same view.
Yeah,
And
and
the
that's the
problem
problem,
with
isn't it?
Christianity is there's so many different versions of Christianity.
Yeah.
That's sort of an issue, I find.
Al-
Why would they go
Also,
there? Well, they tend to not want to argue with other Christians, even if
no.
these Christians think totally different methods of Christianity. They still
Yeah.
don't want to argue with them because at least this Christian believes in a God. Or, well, why don't you allow the Muslims
Yeah.
like in your brain as easily as that? Because they at least believe in a God. Well,
Yeah.
they do, at least when comparing to an atheist. A lot of
Yeah.
these Christians just, fuck. I thought Rash was rational for a long
Yeah.
period of time, but he
Yeah.
sort of has departed from even the Discord channel because he had
Yeah.
an argument with Trobes. And towards the end, it was just like, you fucking atheists.
Yeah. I
That's not
know.
how atheist works or atheism. All
Ex-
atheism is a rejection of theism. We
Yeah.
think totally different on every other fucking thing
Yeah.
when it comes to how we think.
Yeah.
The only thing that links us is we don't believe in your theistic claim.
I think that's what happened
And
to
they
Rash.
can't get that.
I think that's what happened to Rash. He ended up hating atheists.
Yeah,
Can't
he
stand
did.
it.
He did.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
don't know really why. We were only ever arguing rationally,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
totally rationally, though. Whereas
Yeah.
he had his misconception guiding him,
I
and a bit
know.
too strongly. He used to tell me that he was once atheist when he more went back when he lived in Australia, and I can
He
fully
told
see
me
how
that.
that happens.
He
Yeah,
told me
cool.
that.
Yeah, because he denies it now, or denied it
Yeah.
recently.
Yeah.
I believe it was on one of Trobe's streams that he
It
denied it.
was. It was.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. I know for a fact he used to be because I pretty much remember it
Nice, thank you.
when
Yeah,
when
exactly.
when he was an atheist. Now he's a
That's
devout
when I sort
Muslim.
of gave up on him, talking with him.
Now he's a
He
devout.
wanted to have a debate with me, and we wanted to get Trobes to be the mediator because
Yeah.
that would make it neutral in his head. But
Yeah.
my issue with debating with Rash is his method is to derail and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So I needed to have control so that I could pause the conversation instantly and
He's
then
just so
have a
He's just
then
so
I could have a quick
confrontational.
explanation. Oh,
Yeah.
this is what you're doing at this moment, Rash. You're derailing
Yeah.
for this reason, or you're being fallacious for this reason, or I asked
Yeah.
this question, you're answering this question. I need you to come back to this question. Now you're
Yeah.
unmuted. Continue. That's all I
Yeah.
need to do because
Yeah.
I don't do that,
Yeah.
and that's blatant. And I couldn't let Trobes mediate because I needed it to be quick. Like, because
Yeah.
Rash is very adept at derailing,
Yeah.
and like he does not answer a simple question, and
No.
he even goes down to, well, I don't even have to answer why, like your question, why do I believe in Allah? Well, then why
Yeah.
did we have this whole fucking conversation in the first place, Rash? It's the
Yeah.
only thing I've ever asked you. I
It's
don't
quite
care
funny.
why you believe. I just want to know why you do. Like,
It's
I
quite
don't
funny
care
that.
why.
It's quite funny that he used to be an atheist and now he's a Muslim, but now he'll tell you that he's a devout Muslim and he always has been.
Yeah, wow.
No,
I
he's
don't
never
actually
been.
know the difference between Muslim and Islam that much, but it's both Allah, isn't it? That's about all I really know. So it's both Quran.
There's
A
Muhammad.
Muslim's more
Isn't
friendlier.
it? Isn't it Muhammad and Allah? One of them's
Yeah,
Muhammad, one
cool.
of them's Allah, I think.
Well,
They're,
Muhammad's just like the Jesus of Allah.
yeah,
Muhammad
yeah,
had a successful uprising. That's why
yeah,
they think their version's better than Christianity, whereas
yeah,
Jesus failed in his uprising, is
yeah,
basically my understanding of it. But I don't know the Quran that well. But I do know that the only characteristics of Allah, like,
yeah,
it doesn't matter whether you go by the 13 or the whatever number, because it depends on your sect of Allah believers, but they're all characters like oneness
yeah,
or well-being, or there's no substance to any of the characteristics in any way, shape or form.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
currently that's my best. Well, that was my last argument with Rash about it.
Yeah. I haven't seen him for ages, by the way.
No, and it's annoying because he was good for it, and when he was calm and collected, he did do great arguments. But it did get hard to keep him on the same topic and hard to keep him on
Yeah.
track towards the end.
Yeah.
That's the only reason and it did become argumentative too. So I ended up blocking him on Discord, but I ended
Yeah.
up unblocking him. But just as I did that is when he left.
Yeah. He doesn't like me, and he's very, I find him very confrontational. You know, he only has to say one sentence, and he gets my back up straight away.
But he's not saying a sentence with substance is generally the gist. It's a derailment.
Yeah.
That's when it because he was attacking atheists and shit at the end.
Yeah.
We don't care what you believe, Rash. We're just asking you why do you do it,
Yeah.
and we're not doing an attack on the ask. Like,
Yeah.
you know, we can give you reasons why that doesn't support anything in the real world to us, and we can give you reasons which we also did on why things he said did.
Does he not go to clubs now then?
He hasn't for a week or two, and apparently him and Trobes had a fallout on the Discord, but I had a very, very quick glance at it, but there's fucking pages and pages and pages of writing, so I didn't bother to read it.
Yeah.
I don't really go on Discord that much.
No,
I'll go
I
for
don't.
a quick look just every now and again, just in case.
Yeah. I hardly ever go on there now.
Yeah. If I have a religious question I need to answer, like Gucci came up and he did the virgin birth thing initially,
Yeah.
and I typed it in Google, and Google gave me the King James Version answer, which says there is virgin birth in the Bible. And it's like, well, I know for a fact there isn't. So I went and jumped on the Discord because I've got Deconstruction Zone on there. And I just asked random atheists, we know this. Why do we know this? And they said, oh, you're using the wrong version. It's basically the NRSVU version. So it's the correct verse from Hebrew, and that's the verse that says this lady is with child.
Yeah,
and that's the key word.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I went and I got the evidence, and I got the correct evidence, and we explained the reason why, because it's a Hebrew translation rather than the English translation. I mean, they can argue all of these points, and they do.
Yeah.
And I've had to go further on nearly every fucking one of them. But this is the crux of it. And it's simple.
Yeah,
So even Mama Dingo here is disbelieving, but she could go and easily verify on the same things, but she'd rather do passive aggressive attacks at me.
Mm-hmm.
No, I've got a great fan. That's all she does. It's really sorry, Andy, but yeah,
that's all right. I find some of the people who claim to be religious like that person to be very hypocritical. They're threatening people's lives online. They're calling all the women whores. They're smoking dope. They're drinking to excess.
The religious ones are cunts out of all the fucking people.
I know. How
women are cattle.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
No rights for the minorities.
Yeah.
Suffering. It's fucking full on. But just let them keep fucking creating more zealots. Like, for fuck's sake.
I can't stand that hypocrisy.
Mm.
Swearing, drinking, smoking, debauchering, you name it. And then they still claim to be Christian at the end of it somehow. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. That's one of the things I don't like about Christianity is that they taught people they can basically do whatever they like. They can murder people. They can do whatever they like as long as they say sorry afterwards. It's fine. And that can't be right. That can never be right. That you can do whatever you like.
Thinks that you're the only one that agrees with me, Andy. and she's laughing about it. It's yeah, and I get called rigid and closed-minded. This is so backwards.
Yeah, I can't stand that hypocritical side of people. You know, where they all those things. You know, constantly attacking people on chat and swearing and calling them names and God
Mm.
knows what else, and then they still claim to be Christian at the end of it. That's ridiculous.
Never said that, apparently. Yeah,
Huh?
I'll stop looking at chat.
Oh,
I've got my fan doing stabs. Had a quick look at centre left thing. He hasn't popped up yet. Maybe he's not doing a stream today. Oh, never mind.
should he be online now then?
He usually has his little, I might be doing one soon. Oh, no, it is up.
53, so a few minutes to go maybe.
So,
I'll jump off if you want to go over there. I might head over there for a while. I don't know if I'm going to stay up all night tonight though. I'm feeling a bit tired.
yeah,
But
fair enough.
I might come and have a look anyway.
He's up. But yeah,
Yeah.
whenever you're ready, it's all good. Always having fun chats with you. It was great that
Yeah.
now popped up for a while.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm amazed others don't jump up. Mama's always
I
got a
know.
lot to say. She's always yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
good to see Andy, and yeah, we always. I'll see you
One
next
day-
week, most likely. Oh, yeah.
One day we might get some of these people up here who they have all that to say in chat, but they don't want to come here and talk about it, which is strange.
Mm.
Maybe one day we'll get them here.
Mate, I am more than willing to jump down so people
don't
can
think
have
it's
their
your
say
fault.
without me.
I don't think it's
Ah.
your fault.
See,
Yeah, I
Mama
don't-
Dingo. I'll chat to Andy, no problem. And I definitely pissed off a few this week. Brian Morgan blocked me, and
Oh,
he's
no
been
way.
great.
Brian's
Yeah, exactly.
Why? How?
Because of the energy topic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does the blue side.
Okay.
I'm not going to go much further. I like him. He's really cool,
Yeah,
and
so do
he's
I.
one of the UFO believing people.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm not going to. I don't attack people's beliefs until they preach
Yeah.
it. And he wasn't preaching the energy thing. That got out of control because too many people jumped in.
Yeah. Yeah. Brian's always seemed really nice to me. I
Well,
didn't think he would
exactly.
do
I did
that.
not expect to be blocked at all.
No, that's shocking. Yeah. Blimey.
Yeah, I called her a pretentious tart. I called Zeb a pretentious tart because she was being pretentious. It's
Okay.
I probably shouldn't have used the tart bit.
Okay.
So I did do the ad hominem first.
Okay.
But yeah, she's really good. I think we've gotten that past it, or we did. But then I did that energy clip video. But
Yeah.
that's not directed at her or anything. That's just a
Yeah.
video that does explain from a PhD physicist what energy is,
Yeah.
which does support my version.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
It's not a matter of disagreeing, Mama Dingo. They're just appropriating the wrong word. And that's about it.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to it. Anyway, Andy, I'll leave you till next time if you want.
Yeah.
Have fun,
Okay.
brother. Woohoo.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
See you, mate.
Thanks very much. See you later.